Come.
Company. Is he jumping on?
Jump.
Oh,
Get him
what?
back. Get him one.
Memo.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, you know Mem's here.
Cuz.
Man, shoes off here, brother. It's a sacred place, cuz.
Memo has the TV.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Jimmo? Come here, give me some love, man.
What are you doing?
Memo Liddy, you like the TV, cuz?
Hey, beautiful, bro.
I reckon jump on, Mems, man.
No, you just do
Hey,
it.
man.
Hey, I'm watching the Carlton game.
Hey, cuz, it's not really a burning of your honor. You know, when we take the Carlton score the whole time. Brother, watch you here. I don't think the mics will pick you up.
Hey, Mems, I'm going to be yelling out to you. What's the
I'll see you on
score?
TV, bro. What are you talking about? In the Carlton stand. I'll let you know.
Cuz, I'm a part of the cheese squad. I'm a part of the cheese
We'll
squad.
see him, man.
Cuz,
Every week, cuz.
I go every week.
Sick cut.
Cuz,
Boys on the ball, cuz.
Memo, you looking good,
my
man.
profile picture is me in the Carlton cheese squad.
Hey,
And the rest are just me in fucking rallies at Fast Ears.
you fucking.
It's a really good episode. I like this really fucking bad episode.
You're doing Memo, man.
Are you starting?
Yeah, we're starting
Hey,
off.
beautiful. Look, now he's got a TV. When you want to talk about something, watch something,
Boom.
Boom.
videos.
Are you going to kick or are you going downstairs?
Pick it up.
Kick
I'll go
it.
downstairs for a bit. I'll come back up.
I ordered pizzas too, yeah?
Yeah, hey, Mems, if you're hungry, there's food coming, huh? Hey, we'll eat the pieces on the pod. There's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll just
No, but you
fucking
get the
finger 'em.
drink.
Go
Do you
hard,
get the
bro. It
stuff?
is what it is.
Right, downstairs.
Can you grab him?
Yeah.
Please?
Cuz, Wallah, hey, please give me one of these, bro. This is actually very well.
Yeah,
it's
very
very nice, bro. I think this is handmade, cuz, straight out.
They are.
Wallah.
We're rolling.
Dave, go hard, man. But no,
We're
straight
rolling?
out, yeah. Are we rolling?
He's sitting well, though? He's sitting good?
Is are we good to go? Do I give Amir the intro?
I think we're
Straight
live.
out.
Let's go, my
We're
bro.
live. It's my boy Amir. A pleasure of knowing him for like 15, 16 years. My very, very good mate. The Prince of Melbourne has come onto the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So nice to get
brothers.
you on, brother.
It's an honour to get you on. I just
Straight
met you,
out.
but it feels like I've known you all my life, my
Thanks,
bro.
boys.
You know what I mean? Yep,
Appreciate it.
just give me that. Beautiful.
What's that? Oh, do we got
Favourites.
chocolates?
We got the
cuz?
favourites
brother,
coming
I fucking
out.
love chocolates. Amir, do you want one?
Memo, there's also, can you get a
Habibi,
stitch
to
from the
be
fridge, please?
honest, I don't want to get too political, but I won't eat one.
No way. Hey, do we gotta like
Can you
read the
grab
fig on
some
the
drinks
back?
from the thing, please?
Cuz.
They're in the fridge.
Before we start, I just wanted to say, I want
There you
to.
Mems, give me one too. Sorry, brother. It's a bit hectic.
Thank you, my bro, Memo.
Thanks,
There's
boys.
drinks in the fridge, Mems. Can you get it?
Sorry, Amir, bro. What were you saying?
Let's go, my brother. Tell me.
I just want to acknowledge the land that we are on.
Yep.
The Aboriginal Torres Strait Islanders always was and always will be Aboriginal land. This is not ceded land, and we have to always remember that.
I like that.
Because do you know what? I haven't heard one of my boys give a welcome to country before. And do you know what? To see one of your mates acknowledge, you know, the ancestral owners, that's a vibe, bro. It's a good way to start the
That's
podcast too.
Boys, you got to start doing it on your pods.
Straight
I've
out.
watched every single one of your prods, and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
not one of them has said it. So I said I had to start it.
Bro, do you know what? This land was never ceded, bro. And people forget about that, man. Like this
Ceded.
land, it was conquered, but the people never accepted being conquered. You know, they never gave it away.
What do you
you
mean
know?
by seeded, Frankie? Like
This is
evolved?
this was a British colony. So it was started off a small colony, and into little
Yeah.
big states, and turned into a country.
Wow.
So what? Sorry, guys. What the English did was when they moved in, like they only had 2-3 areas, but they slowly just kept on building cities, building land, moving people there.
Taken over, the side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's evolved to
The
what we
G
have now.
word, cuz that's.
Hey, don't blame me.
We got Dave in the background. We haven't given Dave a shout out
Yeah,
yet
let's
as
give
well,
Dave,
bro.
Frankie,
Dave.
give David a shout out.
Yeah.
You're all right, bro. You're all right.
Producing this planet.
Welcome to the pod. Bit of behind the scenes action there.
It's an absolute honour to have you here, bro.
Thanks,
Straight
brother.
up, I've
Appreciate
been G'ing up. Frankie's been going back and forward telling me Ahmed, and he's here. The Prince.
So, cuz we know you, but let the audience get to know
Yeah.
you. But tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm a humble guy, man. Disability support worker for 9 years. Lately, getting into a lot of activism during COVID, and then followed on to what's going on now in Gaza and
Yeah.
all that. So, a lot of political activism.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into a lot of youth mentoring. That's what I'm trying to do now. So,
That's
trying
the
to,
best.
trying to
That's the
slowly
best.
branch into that because I've been a disability support worker for 9 years. So it comes naturally to me to be a caring person, or you know what I mean.
It's a touchy place, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Youth, yeah.
And I don't even like to use the word disabled or handicapped, or you know what I mean. The word that the buy uses is POV. People,
POV.
you know, people of POD,
POD.
people of determination.
Wow.
Well.
And you think of it like these people, they're already brought into the world by Allah, disadvantaged, everything that's going on. This is why little days, my job to me is not even a job, you know what I mean? The clients that I have is more of a friendship. It's, you know, you build a bond with them.
Yeah.
You're helping them with their day, Habibi.
It's a different ballgame.
And no, it's a completely different ballgame, you know what I mean? And now I want to get into youth mentoring. So I'm just trying to get into that.
Youth mentoring is special, bro. I'm telling you.
Especially in this area, bro. And you know what I mean? Growing up in the northern suburbs, everyone in this area is completely different. Their mentality, the way they're brought up, everything.
Gone backwards.
Bro, they're using the word bro. I don't even like using it anymore. You know what I mean? The word cuz and stuff like, you know what I mean?
There's no.
That's not a part of the vocabulary.
No,
you realize you start to think this when you start to talk to people from outside the world, and you go to outside the world and you start to learn very proper English.
Yeah.
The area is a full bubble. We've spoken about it before on the podcast. The area is a full bubble. And do you know what? When we were growing up, Amir, I remember there was, like, even now, you spoke a lot about like community and helping. And bro, we had a vibe that, you know, even when we went out, we were all brothers. We all looked out for each other. We all think. I feel like that vibe's dying with the young people. What do you reckon it is, bro?
Egos.
Yeah, straight out.
Mentalities, kids. And everyone's just trying to be hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Bro,
it's the hard look.
It's the hard. Bro, everyone, these kids these days, they have no mental. They have these mentalities that are just, I got to be one up on everyone else. You know what I mean? That needs to drop, and people don't understand that. Like you grow up, you realize this, bro. We're talking right now as brothers. We've been through it. We're nearly we're 30 years old, nearly 30 years old.
We're getting old, brother.
We've been through it, you know what I mean? And we're trying to mentor these youths to understand that it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not worth it.
What
are you going to get over a punch on or this and that, bro?
It's not.
What's it to you? Think about your parents.
Yeah. It's a dark hole.
And brother, do you know the thing with times changing? Like when we were growing up, like there was scenes, you know, this and that. If you had a problem with someone, you'd go, you'd talk to them, someone would talk to them for you, you'd punch on with them, you'd do. Now these young kids, brother, they're pulling out guns, they're burning buildings down. It's fucking, it's gone more intense, bro. It's like Sydney.
Kids these days, they know, and it's partly the government's fault. Because they know, kids they know they're underage, they're going to get slapped on the wrist.
Yeah.
Until governments really starts putting 16-year-olds in juvies and locking them up in mass. Like if you get caught with a knife, you're getting 6 months, and then doing it on properly.
What do you get now if you're under 18?
Nothing, bro. What are you going to get? A caution?
Well, that's why they do these crimes over and over.
What are you going to get? The kids are walking around with machetes and you got 13-year-olds pulling out machetes on adults.
Brother, do you know what it is? They've got the mentality. I'm a juvenile. I'm going to get off. I've got 2-3 years. I can run amok.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's got to go.
Yeah,
and people don't understand that.
How do we fix that though?
The youth, it's through education.
Yeah, education.
Oh, brother, education
is number one.
Yeah,
and bro, how many times did we fuck up in school?
But you live and you learn from your mistakes, cuz.
Frankie, I got memories of me and you in the back of maths class.
Oh, brother.
Absolutely piss-taking everyone, you know what I mean? Bro, you know what I mean? And you think of it now, bro, you wish you really listened in class.
Yeah, straight out.
Bro, kids these days, they don't understand. You do the hard yards the first 18 years of your life.
Education.
The education.
You set up the foundations.
It sets the foundations of life. And then...
it evolves.
Bro, people don't understand. Education makes you money.
Yeah.
If you don't need to do nothing, if you have a high education, you're going to get a job somewhere doing something.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, straight
education,
People think about it like, what are you going to do? You're going to be a bum your whole life?
Nah. Education is freedom. We always talk about this.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Don't get me wrong.
Bro, I was completely wrong on that. As a kid, I was...
Brother, we had a good time. We fucked around. We did this and that. We had bro, I went to school for the boys. To kick off the boys, have a laugh with them, you know what I mean?
on the oval.
Yeah, bro. Guys, well, dinner us in the morning because we used to go to school with each other. I went to school with him as well because every morning we used to get to school like 10, 15 minutes earlier and there was like a massive oval at the front of the school, trees, this and that. And all the boys were just kicking their puff and ciggies. Smoker cup. Lunchtime was like smoker cups. We just go puff and ciggies all day, every day.
But good memories, bro. Yeah. We all learn from their memories. There's no doubt. Because now I look at it, I was a bit cheeky when I was in my youth, but now I look at it and now I understand the power of education.
That 100%, bro. And I see that now as well.
It's so important. It's so powerful.
It doesn't break. You break that through when you go through the workforce, and you realize how hard it is to stay in the workforce without an education.
Yeah, you need education.
People and kids these days watch until they really try them get themselves off the streets and try to get themselves into a workforce.
Yeah, no, they can't do it.
With
They
the
can't
street
do it.
mentality, mate, they're going to snap at their manager. They're going to do something, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have that education. You got to have that willingness to grow as a human being. But kids, they're astray these days.
It's just, bro. I was talking to someone today at the gym, and we're talking about it. And he the way he explained it to me is we're actually going backwards. We're actually going backwards. Our system, as who we are as a crew now, and the youth and everyone, we're going backwards. So soon we won't need to know how to drive because everything will be automated.
Yeah.
Education, knowledge, everything's just gone.
Do you know what it is? Technology has made our lives so simple that people forget like how to do the hard yards, bro. Like, cause bro, me and you, but Amir's had a hard life as well, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, bro, I grew up next to him. Yeah, I've seen his life. And I look at him now, and I'm like, brother, pressure has shaped this bloke into a diamond. I can say the same for you. I want to be humble, but I think I can say the same for myself.
100%.
Pressure has shaped us into diamonds.
Yeah.
These young kids now, brother, they get one thing of pressure, brother, they crumble.
They crumble.
They crumble.
That's
It's,
it.
it's, you know.
What do you reckon's leading us? Why are they like that?
Bro, they don't have mentors.
No mentors.
And their parents, it's either their parents don't care or they're not hard enough on them these days. I don't know why. Parents, remember how our parents used to be on us? Bro, how did our parents used to be to us?
That's pretty bad.
You know what I mean? I don't think that happens anymore, bro.
Nah.
I think it's the liberal mentality living in Australia for so long, I reckon, as well.
It's definitely here, but I reckon it's a lot around the world as well, bro. It's a lot.
But brother, you know, living in this country,
I'm
especially
not
as an
saying
ethnic,
kids or anything, yeah. I'm saying
I get you. Because, you know what? My little brother, I got a little brother. He's 10 years old. Brother, the kid's got 2 iPads.
Yeah.
that's what I mean. The kids these days, they're iPad kids.
Yeah.
Bro, if we imagine we had an iPad when we were kids.
Brother, did you have like an Xbox or a PlayStation or something? We had to share that with our brothers.
I didn't get a
you know what I
PlayStation
mean?
until I was 12.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy.
Bro.
You know what's fascinating? I had an
Just
appointment.
before I got into high school, I got a PlayStation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you had to share it with your brother as well. It wasn't yours.
I didn't get a phone until I was in year 7, 13.
I remember when I got a phone, my
Kids
parents
these days,
gave
they
me the
got phones
rules.
at 8 years old,
Yeah,
7 years
straight
old.
out.
I was driving yesterday.
Snapchat this, that, bro.
Bro, they're brain dead in 10-second reels.
straight out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So the phones are programming them to be dumb as well. So education is one thing, but taking technology away from kids at a young age is
I've
so
seen
important.
I've seen it. I was in a shopping centre. I was getting some groceries, and I seen the father take the phone away from the kid. The kid started going crazy, psychotic, throwing fits and.
See what I mean?
But you know, it's wild. You give it back to him, and all of a sudden he's quiet, he's happy, and he's smiling.
But back in our days, your attachment was with your mum or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now kids have an attachment to a phone or a technology. How sad is that?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I was driving. Sorry, no, you
bro,
go.
I remember we used to kick it at Amir's house, you know, every now and then when we were younger. And brother, I don't know if, like, forgive me for saying, we used to have like lit parties, bro, when we were like 16, 17.
I was a wild one.
Bro, do you know what? Because there was tunes, everyone was chilling, talking, this and that, guys, girls, like
Mingling.
People were socializing, mingling, you know.
I've always been a social butterfly.
Yeah, he's
my whole life.
been a social guy, bro. But now, because you kick off the boys,
Now,
4 of them on their phones.
now I can't even count best mates on my hands.
Wow.
Guys.
Yeah,
you know
straight
what I mean? You really think of it like I have mates, but I don't have close mates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My close mates is literally, I love my. This is when you humble yourself when you get older. Your family are your best mates.
Yeah.
Your mum's your best mate.
Yeah.
You know
you're
what
right,
I mean?
You're right.
People don't understand that.
Parents
and kids
Yeah.
don't.
As you get older, you understand
kids
that.
don't
though.
understand that.
It's very interesting. You know what I mean? And I was driving yesterday. Frankie started to cut through. I had an appointment for my brother. We're driving back. I was talking to the taxi driver, and he's like, you know, things are wild now, weird. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He goes, if we went back 25 years ago, we had one telephone that everyone shared in the house.
Straight
How
out.
many phones are in the house now?
Because do you remember there was the notebook
I
next
was
to the
talking to
phone?
my mate about this the other day.
How many phones? How many cards?
When
They were
we-
sharing
bro,
one card.
My little brother got 2 iPads, bro. 2 iPads cards. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Do you know what I
god!
was talking to my mate the other day? I was like, do you remember my old house phone number? He's like, bro, I tripped out. Because no one has a house phone number anymore.
No one.
bro.
Yeah, I remember my old house phone number. And my brother tripped out, my mate, miss mate. I was like,
I hear it sometimes from my neighbour because they're a bit older.
Yeah.
They have a house phone and you can hear.
It's all just scammers now, isn't it? It's just scammers
It's just
calling you
scammers,
this
yeah.
and that. But yeah, it used to be you had to have a home phone to get internet. That's how it was back in
yeah.
the days.
Dial-up.
Yeah,
See,
dial-up,
This is where this country went wrong because everything went privatized.
yeah.
Telstra was
Owned by the government.
Owned by the government
Yeah.
and privatized. So you think of it like this: house phones and all that was all government funded. Now they're all privatized. Companies got to make money. They're going to charge
They're
you,
making
brother.
billions of dollars.
No one's gonna have a house phone when everyone needs
They're
a
making
personal phone.
billions.
Cuz, I
Optus.
want to make a little off point about, and
That's
it's
where
connecting a
companies
few of the
make money.
things that Amir said, cuz, yeah. He said, the Telstra used to be private government thing. So he knows his past, yeah. He knows the past environments that were around. If you're educated on the past, you'll be educated on the future because history
guaranteed.
repeats
That's a
itself,
good one,
bro.
Frankie, to
Straight
say
out.
it in a
Well,
way
I just
that's-
wanted to touch
Yeah,
on
but
what
like,
you were saying.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
People don't understand how this government even works. Our economy is in a world economy.
Where's our
You know what I
economy
mean?
at the moment, would you
Bro,
say?
do you know how much gases and resources we have in this now? And do you know how much rare earth we have in
Bro,
this world, in this
Australia,
country?
like thing-wise,
And do you know
is
what
the
rare
richest
earth
country in
is?
the world.
It's
Yeah.
more important than anything
Yeah.
right now.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We have one of the highest gases, but we sell it overseas and then buy it back. You know that?
Wow.
And bro, like, I don't pay the gas
You know
bill,
that?
but how
Bro,
much is
and
gas?
you look at countries like Qatar, Dubai, that are built in 30 years, and we still got Darwin, Adelaide looking like a shithole after 200 years.
Wow.
Because you know what? When
Think
I
of it
was
like
growing
that,
up,
yeah? You really think of it like that.
when
That's
I was
crazy.
growing
You
up,
think
I
of it like
didn't
that.
think Australia was like a poor country. I thought we were a rich country. Like I felt like we didn't need anything, bro. You know,
Yeah.
like bro, a single mother back in the days when we were growing up could put 2 kids through school, working like at a hairdresser or a nail salon or like a takeaway shop. Now, brother, the husband
chance.
and the wife can't
Yeah.
have kids because both of them got to work.
Yeah.
You know, we're not
I've
a rich
seen
country
I've
anymore,
seen
bro.
this little ad on TikTok. It meets back in 1990s. It was like $2
brother.
a kilo for cutlets.
Yeah,
Now
straight up.
cutlets is
Cutlets
like
$40, bro. What
$40
the
a kilo.
fuck?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that tripped me out how we sell it and then rebuy it.
For more.
But
For
why?
more.
Why is that happening?
Because our government goes in, our economy is fed into a world economy. So it's pumped into a world economy. People don't understand this.
Wow.
Because we're still a part of the Commonwealth, we're still a part of the British.
So
it's
everything's
pumped,
going overseas.
everything's pumped overseas, man.
Yeah.
And then what the stuff we need, we end up buying it back. Why wouldn't you just keep it for us? You know?
Straight out. Wallah.
People don't understand
You know,
this.
you'd have more jobs, you'd have less like bills, like lower bills, this and that. Like exactly, you gave a perfect example.
That's
Qatar,
crazy.
Dubai, this, that,
Bro.
bro.
Like Ford, why'd they get rid of
you should,
Ford?
You should,
You know what I mean?
For future references, you should have a laptop up here to search on the go when people tell you stuff like this.
We got Dave in the
I'm
background.
telling you right now, see how much gas this country's
Davey,
got.
can you pull up?
Yeah, Dave,
See how
can you
much
start
gas
that?
this country's got
Check that up for me, Davey. I want to see the
Yeah,
stats.
straight out.
compared
Yeah.
to the world.
Gas prices like increase over Australia. Like,
Gas resources in world gas resources.
Let's have a look.
And the list. And Australia.
hey, this TV is actually hectic.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
just,
is.
shout out to the TV, you know what I mean? Ahmad, my boy, doing investments, this, that.
like
It's
that.
actually not bad. What
Okay.
TV is it, bro?
Just some freaking dodgy $300 TV.
Can the camera see this? Do we got to read this out or? All right. Australia's got a fuckload of gas, bro.
Trillion.
Yeah,
It's got trillion, bro.
222 trillion was of gas, tons of gas.
See how much gas we got?
Brother.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And we
Bro.
sell, and bro, it
Fucking
blows
hell,
my
man.
mind. It blows my mind. Our government literally
Onshore. Gas resources, including coal. Wow, bro.
rare earths. Now
Yeah.
search rare earths.
Yeah, can you suss rare earths?
Super giant and giant gases fields since 1970.
Bro, that's what I mean, boys.
Undiscovered.
Yeah.
So we still haven't discovered.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bro, I think, do you know the periodic table, the thing of all the elements? I think Australia's got every, and it's the only country to have every single one of the elements, like in thing, like uranium.
Australia holds
this,
the
that.
fourth largest rare earths reserves
Yeah.
globally with
Fucking
5.7
hell, bro.
million.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what are we doing with it?
Why are we
boys?
still set back then?
Hey,
What
Dave,
are we
can you
doing
suss
with
out the price of rare earths?
Boys, have you seen videos of China, how it looks, and how Japan looks,
Yeah.
and South Korea looks, and all them countries?
Even like UAE as well. They're all like
Yeah.
advanced, man.
Brother,
It's like AI.
we're so backwards, and people are so brainwashed in
It's
this country. It's so
$453 a
sad.
kilo for rare earth, bro.
It's
The
so
other
sad.
one, Tiberium,
I just can't.
two grand.
I
a
can't
kilo.
believe that
Fucking
we
hell.
are the fourth largest.
Yeah. Straight
What are we
out.
doing with it?
Yeah. Why are we still so set behind?
Why is it, bro? What is it, bro?
Pay linked. Sit a link.
Why don't we still have cities that people don't want to visit? Every single one of our cities should be main cities.
Bro, look, you know
That's
what,
how much
Amir?
resources we have in this country. That's how sad our government is. I'm telling you.
Because I want to ask you a question.
In the past, this is where I've got more political in the past 5 years, and I've woken up towards this a lot. And it took a lot of things happening, and bro, people have to realize how
We're going back, man.
how against the government is towards the people, and
Wow.
how how delusional people are.
I was talking to Frankie
It's
about
all
it.
about a vote these days.
I was talking about Frankie about E-Tag. How expensive E-Tag is. How much does E-Tag cost you to go from here to Dandenong?
But it costs you like $40. Imagine you got to do that every day. You know what I mean? It's the fucking stupidest
Privately owned.
thing. Yeah.
Privately owned. That's the trick.
Hey, they got a contract for how long? Until 2050 something or something? Or is it? When's the contract for
don't know.
And there'll
E-Tag?
be another fucking road we got to pay for.
It's a 30-year contract or something like that. You know that, yeah?
Because you were touching on it. You're
Plus-
like, the government fucks us. Like, tell us a bit more. Like, what do you, like, obviously there's E-Tag,
Yeah.
there's all this fucking bullshit we got to pay for, the
everything.
gas
What
and
do you reckon
stuff
is
like that.
like some of the major where the government
Yeah.
is just kind of, we'll say tax.
Yeah.
Tax is a big one.
I don't even know, bro, to be honest. There's
Tax,
I don't
45%.
even know where to start.
Yeah.
How much you get taxed? Is it 60% on a dollar? That's 60 cents?
I think if you earn 150, you pay 49 cents on the dollar.
yeah.
So you're pretty much working half the year
for your government
for free.
and we get nothing. And the government, bro, does moves that we don't agree on, this and that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, what is the government doing for me right now? Like, honestly, what are they doing for me?
But this is why a lot of people are working for themselves.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, here
all-
we go. Here's the tax. Let's have a look. Go back to that, Avi. Let's go. So 120 to 180, you're paying 37%,
yeah.
bro. 37 cents per dollar.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
I'm on the 32%.
Dude. So how'd you get into the caring thing? You know what I mean? The NDIS stuff.
To be honest, I got into it because my mum's best friend's son, he needed a support worker. And I was like,
Come closer a bit to the mic.
I got into it by supporting him.
Yeah.
And then I studied a bit. And I loved working with him.
What'd
And
you study?
I studied Bachelor in Social
Oh, wow.
and Cert for Community Services.
Good on you,
Beautiful.
bro. Good on you.
So I've done a bit.
What does that open you? What kind of fields in like?
To be honest, I didn't do nothing with the Bachelor
Really?
of Social Work. I didn't even know why I did it.
Wow. Just like for the sake of
I
it.
just did it. But to be honest, I shouldn't have done it.
Wow.
I shouldn't have even done like I'm doing now what I'm doing now. I could have done it with the Cert for Community Services.
Wow.
So like what I really wanted to do was disability support work. So I got into that 9 years ago. So I was working through companies. You know, it was good. I loved it. Picked up other clients. During COVID, I got 2 jabs. Didn't want to get boosted and that, and the companies were forcing me to get boosted.
They forced a lot of people, right?
Forcing everyone to do it. I against my will, I got 2,
Yeah.
and I got sick the first time I did it. So I was like,
All the boys punched on for me about it when I
Is
got
that-
mine.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
My brother turned at me when I did it. So my brother's still the only one.
But a lot of people for their jobs, and bro, like what you're doing,
I had to do it for
it's
work.
an act of charity
It was,
as well.
no, it was
you know?
literally, it's either me not getting the shot or clients are not going to get cared for. And this
Yeah.
is what I thought for in the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
At the end of the day, I was an essential worker, what they called it at the time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I needed to get it.
Yeah.
I got 2. And then when they tried to force the booster on me, I was like, see you later.
What the hell was the booster for?
I don't know, but I think now you need like 4 or something. if you're a
when they
prison guard or
tried
something,
when they
yeah.
tried when they tried to force that on you, I was like,
Yeah.
see you later.
Nah.
And then because it was during COVID times, I didn't have to sign no NDAs or nothing with companies I was working with. And I built good relationships with my clients because as you do, you're working with them for a few years and it's not just work, it's a work relationship, it's a friendship, it's everything. Obviously, they still want my support and I took them with me.
Wow.
But this is a question I love to ask everyone, yeah?
And usually support workers are not allowed to do that. So I should say this. Usually support workers aren't allowed to take their clients. You usually have to sign NDAs when you leave a company. But
Okay.
Because I didn't, because of COVID times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got lucky. Let's just say that.
You do have like a busy schedule. You've got the clients, and you're very passionate about it. You're passionate about community work, this and that. And you got political activism, brother. How
Yeah.
do you manage all of this? And you got your own life as well, brother.
To be honest, I don't really have a normal social life anymore, to be honest.
it's just go.
Nah,
It's just yeah.
Is it go down, you reckon, after COVID or it's just too busy?
I'm just too busy, man. I
Yeah.
keep myself busy.
How do you
like to, I
manage
like
it all,
to,
bro?
I like to, man. Like to, it's to be honest, if I'm not busy, what am I going to do, man?
Yeah, be a bum home. Just,
What are you going to do, bro?
I think keeping busy is it's
Look,
it's
this is
very
why
important.
I said activism. What's so hard about going out on a Sunday and protesting?
Yeah.
People think it doesn't make a difference. Trust me, it makes a difference. We went from a government that said Israel has the right to defend itself to calling for a Palestinian state at the United Nations.
Yeah.
And that's from a lot of backlash from Greens, everyone else, you know what I mean?
And the protests are still going until now?
Yeah.
Brother, every single
Every
week
week.
since October the 7th, I've been in the city protest.
Straight. He has, bro.
That's pretty
Every
wild.
single Sunday, pretty much. If I'm not working, I've missed a few because I've worked.
Yeah.
But if I'm there, if I've got the day off, I'm there, bro.
I remember for a while back, some of the students were actually camping outside of university.
Yeah.
They're going to do that again.
Wow.
In America, do you know what they're doing? They're
doing that-
deporting people doing
they're
that
doing
in
that.
America.
Yeah.
How fucked is that, bro?
But our university campuses are just as complicit as the government is.
Wow.
Our university campuses has military science contracts with EBIT systems, stuff like that, Israeli companies that we support, and that we make some of the weapons in this country and we ship them off and they bomb innocent civilians in Gaza. People don't understand that.
Wow.
Because the whole
understand
Gaza
that.
issue, actually, it
understand
touches
that.
my heart, because
does.
I really respect people that, for the greater good,
Yeah.
can
Bro,
go and make a
Allah
change, bro,
Gaza's
straight
changed
up.
me. Changed me.
What do you reckon has changed you with what? Can
changed
you
me.
elaborate a little bit on that, bro?
It's brought me closer to my deen. It's humbled me to the max that I'm not afraid to cry as a man.
Wow.
That's that because when you wake up every morning and you see the destruction every morning, without a doubt, you know, I'll wake up 2 times a week and I'll cry waking up, looking at my phone. People don't understand that, and we can't become normalized to the scenes. When we become normalized, that's when people really think it's okay to kill people.
Yeah.
It's okay to kill a certain type of people.
No,
know what I mean?
yeah, killing wars and all that. It's
Do you know what really
not a good place.
Do you know what really kills my heart? When there's so many Arabs in this area. There's so many Middle Eastern people in this area. There's so many people with a conscience. It doesn't even have to be Arab. People with a humanity. Yeah, they see what's going on and they can't even go out and protest, or not even protest. Post about it on Instagram. Share what's going on. People don't even do that, brother, because they don't want to ruin their image or something. You got to really think about this. What bubble do you live in? Are you worried about an image when a child's been killed right in front of you? Sometimes with bombs that are sent from this country.
yeah.
I had to stop watching the videos. Like me, I couldn't handle watching it, bro. I couldn't handle watching it,
Let
bro.
me tell
It
you
was too
something
much,
as a
bro.
brother, keep watching them because wahiyat Allah, they humble you. And you will keep becoming a human watching these.
Yeah. It's just very hard, bro, to see
very tough.
what's happening to kids there and this and
Very,
that.
very
Like,
tough.
It's not a political issue anymore. People think it's a political issue now, and it's a religion issue. It's a humanity issue right now.
Yeah.
It's got to the stage of 18 months. They've got nothing, brother, nothing. They're starving, bro. They've got nothing. It's a humanity issue now. People don't understand that.
Wow.
Yeah,
If you have no soul, then don't protest.
Do you
If you
know
have
what I
a
think
soul,
people
go out and protest.
mix up as well? They think it's an Israeli and Palestinian issue. But let's just
not.
say,
Definitely not.
like,
I've met a lot of Israelis. Let me say one thing. I've met a lot of Israelis. I've met a lot of Jews that come to the weekly protests
Wow.
every single week in Melbourne.
they
They're beautiful
do,
people.
And let me
bro.
tell you something. I'll say this to the camera. And I love them guys like I love my brothers and sisters that are in Islam, all my brothers and sisters that are Christian, my brothers and Jews, every single one of them. We're all human at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
we are. We are.
We can't separate ourselves or dehumanize another person.
Yeah, no right.
And
Everyone's just got to love everyone.
People's mentality has to change. Look, anti-Semitism is a thing, and it is people's mentality. It is an Arab mentality sometimes. That needs to change, because I know people that are Jewish and they support Palestine 100%, bro. And some of them are more passionate than me, bro.
Wow.
And bro, I'm telling
And
you,
you're
dude,
pretty passionate, bro.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. There's not a lot of them, but the ones that are, let's say, brainwashed. They're the ones that are Zionist and that. They're the ones that are brought up like that and they're taught like that. But yet the only way to change that is by educating. You change that by educating.
Education freedom. Ray was
Hey,
talking about
brother,
that.
you educate everyone.
Yeah.
You can educate an adult and change his mentality.
Yeah. By education.
But why can't you? You can do it. Same thing. You can do it. Children, adults, same thing. Bro, you can have a conversation like we're having right now with someone, and you'll get further by having a conversation than throwing punches at each other.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Or throwing hits at each other online. You know what I mean? Sit down and have
Talk
a
it out.
conversation.
Yeah. Have a
You know
conversation.
what I mean? People don't understand that, but they're so brainwashed.
So right.
They're
so
so
right.
brainwashed.
So how many? I've said it to you, Frank. How many times can we resolve issues?
I think the Uber's here, boys.
Oh, the pizzas.
Dave,
Yeah.
bro, I think the pizzas are here,
You
man.
gonna grab the pizzas, my man? Davey the king, mate.
On you, Dave, here.
Look at that.
Cuz,
Time for
do you know
pizzas.
what? I think these pizzas are going to be good. I got a bit of beef with pizzas nowadays. I reckon the quality of pizza, we were talking about it before, you know, the quality of pizza is a bit to the left.
What do you call the pizza guys?
Yeah, chuck him on the pod. Where is he? Wait, let me speak to him. Wait, sorry, cuz, wait. Put him on the mic. Let the camera here. I'm starving, man.
Let me just grab a seat.
He's not answering. He called me and he doesn't.
Nah, I think Dave will go get him. Ahmad, where are you going? Oh, yeah. But yeah, cuz, do you know what? I think with the issue, and people forget this, bro. Like, if it was in
He's
any
calling
other
me back.
country,
Yeah, brother. Yeah, 1 second, brother. Someone's coming out right now. Thank you.
what a buzz.
You're live on a podcast, by the way. I don't think he cares.
Yeah, nah. We'll tell him to jump on. Where is he?
Even it's a laugh.
Who's the guy? What, do we know the driver?
This is the goss. Mims.
Huh?
Mims.
He's been eating the fucking pizza.
No. Mims got locked outside for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, bro, poor cunt. Straight
He's like,
out.
I've been knocking. He's like, no one's been hitting me. And my phone's on
My
record.
phone's been buzzing. I've turned it off. I didn't even know he was calling me, bro. Poor cunt, bro. Straight out.
It's like Davey went down, opened the door for him. He's like, for the last 10 minutes.
Because I just wanted to watch the footy, bro. Poor cunt. Hey, do you know what the scores are for the Carlton game? Let me just check this out.
Oh, mate, that's what I'm checking right now.
Sorry, Ahmad.
Who do you go for, man?
I'm a massive Carlton supporter.
I hope
and
they lose tonight. I hope
the
they
Blues
lose.
are playing right now.
Oh, you're
So
doing
they
all right.
freaking
Good
lose.
Who do you go
start.
for?
Essendon.
Yeah,
For life.
we're Bombers.
Had it on my
cars.
chest.
You know what, bro? Essendon's the team of the North.
I was going to swear it out, but I shouldn't.
Where's these pizzas?
Hey, look at the score, Habibi. Look at the
Yeah, he's
score.
doing
Carlton's
all right.
beating Sydney
Yeah.
in Sydney.
We're getting more now. Freaking
wow.
out. Oh,
It's
the
still
pizzas.
early, boys. It's still early.
You
It's
went
only
hard,
first
bro.
quarter.
I'll move this.
No one
I will keep an eye on the game, but
No one Carlton will get pumped.
Cause Carlton, do you know like Carlton Essendon when they play?
Mims, you going to have
Mams,
some
are you
pizza?
gonna have a slice, brother? Bro, you never know which way the game's gonna go, so it's hectic. It's always lively. You know what I mean?
Prima, my brother. I'm a prima.
Oh, do you got a Red Bull for me?
No, don't throw it, because it'll shake.
Yeah, hey, come.
Give him the Red Bull.
Him, get out. Come here. I can't. I got pizzas.
This is the first podcast live. We're having
Straight
pizzas.
out. On you, brother. Do you drink thing? Real Red Bull. What are you drinking?
Davey only drinks beers.
Same. But cuz, wallah, oof.
Is this 100% halal or not?
It's Turkish pizza, cuz. What are you trying to say, brother? Yeah.
Bro,
Cuz they fill
Arabs
up the
invented
sujus.
the pizza.
This is another thing I want to talk to you about, boys.
Tell me.
Protesting is one thing. Boycotts is another one.
Yeah, I like that.
Straight
I like
out.
that.
This is why I said no to the chocolate at the start. If you haven't realised, Cadbury, all of that. The
But do
only
you know,
way,
we have a nice
let me tell you
chocolate.
one thing, boys. The only way the apartheid fell in South Africa was by
The pizza?
It was a
what?
boycott.
Come have a
People
slice.
stopped thinking.
Sanctions,
Yeah.
divestments, and boycotts.
Yeah. Because, the South African issue, it's the same as this issue, bro.
exactly the same
a
as the
humanity
Palestinian
bro.
issue.
When you
People
said
don't understand
that,
that.
look, that hit me, bro. It's a humanity issue now. It's not this and that. And you know what? Brother, it's very simple to resolve, bro.
Yeah.
It's full simple to resolve. Hey, grab a couple slices, cuz, straight out. Hey, wallah, my mouth gone
Yeah.
fucking watery, bro.
Yeah, come.
Jazakallah, brother.
It's alright. It's gonna be done. How's the pizzas?
Hey, nice
Davey,
pizza, man.
how's the pizzas?
Nice
Grab
pizzas,
yourself a
man.
drink, Davey. Here, we're gonna remove these.
Do you remember when Ronaldo put the Coke down or the Heineken? What was it?
No, the Coke bottle.
Yeah, he put it down at the World Cup. Do you remember that?
Do
You know how much stocks went down from Coca-Cola from that video?
Too much.
The power of one person can change everything, bro.
Brother.
Straight out.
They lost millions
Yeah.
from one
Bloody
person
hell.
just moving a bottle on camera. But one influential person. This is what I'm trying to tell you. South African apartheid fell after three things: boycotts, divestments
What's divestment?
from every country divesting from them
Wow.
there, and sanctions from every country. It's the only way when you have that stuff put on a nation,
Yeah.
it's you're gonna crumble. How you gonna survive?
That's right.
You got sanctions on you. You got boycotts. No one's buying any of your products, and divestments from everyone. No one's investing
that.
in your country.
I like that.
You're gonna fall. It's the only way it's gonna fall.
But how are these pizzas?
But you know what? It's like, the pizzas are hectic, but it's like a subconscious thing now. People don't associate, for example, Coca-Cola or V or Red Bull with apartheid. You know what I mean? It's like a subconscious
Frank,
thing.
I've
Bro.
got a question
They
for you,
don't think
bro.
associated with it, bro.
Oh, actually got a question for you.
You know what I mean?
What's with the pizzas nowadays, though?
Cuz these pizzas
tell
are
you.
alright. I can't talk shit about these ones.
Where's
But
this one from?
pizzas, bro. Do you know what? Manush puts it on pizza, cuz. Straight out.
I can't wait to go to Lebanon.
Cuz, oh, you going?
And who invented
July.
Manouche, bro?
The Turks,
The
bro.
Arabs.
Saktan LBA. Cuz, brother, but nah, these pizzas are actually nice, bro. Straight out. When are you going to Lebanon, man?
Inshallah, I'll see if I can go. I want to go. Yeah.
Do you know what?
I like to go at least once every 2 years. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you a story.
That's a
Yeah?
bloody good pizza.
2 years ago, I was in Turkey, yeah, and I was looking around for flights, and I'm like, where can I go on an Australian passport? No visa. I could just rock up and think. I seen those flights to Palestine, but you got to land in Tel Aviv, yeah?
Oh, this is
I bought the tickets. I booked the hotel. The hotel I was staying at was an old castle in, what's it called? East Jerusalem. So the old city of Jerusalem, right across Masjid al-Aqsa. I wanted to go for 3-4 days, yeah? 2 days before I was going to jump on the plane, the flights were cancelled because the war broke out.
How crazy
I
is
was
that?
full going to rock up.
You would've got
I was-
stuck
yeah,
there.
I would have got stuck there. And bro, do you know what? In that war, imagine me rocking up to the airport. The war just kicked off. Brother, these cunts will torture me. They'll do something, you know what I mean? I would have copped it.
But there
This is
was,
a good
there was an
pizza, boy.
Australian,
Very
there was an
good stuff.
Australian white woman that went to Tel Aviv, got literally harassed for 6 hours, and then got put on a flight back to Dubai.
Wow.
Why? Because she had a European name, and she was from the Ukraine.
Wow.
That's how scared that nation is. They're
pretty
shitting. They're
wild.
shitting bricks, man. They're shitting bricks.
Can we just say, but that's a bloody good pizza.
Yeah, I'm as far from the faces.
good
Bro,
pizza.
I straight
I
up.
love
Sujuk,
pizza.
man. Have you tried the sujuk?
Where's it from? King Street.
King Street Pizza.
I think, yeah.
Shout out to King Street Pizza. Next time, I expect a sponsor.
Well,
Davey?
Straight out.
Hit him up, Davey. Tell him we're giving you a shout out.
Can I grab a slice of that? That looks hectic, bro. That's on you, brother. Hey, did Mems grab pizza? On your cuz.
My question is for the people out there: how do you not eat? Does pineapple belong on pizza?
What do you reckon, bro?
That's the hard one.
I don't mind, cuz.
To be honest, as a kid, I hated it. But as an adult, it's starting to grow on me.
But I got one rule with pizza. No pig, that's it. I'll eat it.
Well,
No pig.
Wow. Wow.
no.
He doesn't like the pineapple on pizza.
Look, to be honest, you say that to an Italian, they'll slap you.
What do you reckon is the OG pizza? We'll say vegetarian or margarita?
Margarita. No, I think it's Napolitano.
That's
or
like
whatever it's called.
putting barbecue sauce on a kebab.
Bro, I hate when cunts do that. When I get a kebab, straight
HSP.
mixed with the lot.
Brother, no,
HSP is not a kebab bar.
Yeah,
But
that's an
straight
Aussie
out.
thing, bro. It's not a kebab. That's made for Aussies.
HSP is mad though.
But do you know
Yeah,
what?
but brother, that's a wog thing made for Australians.
Yeah, it's like a thing. It's like it doesn't work. Like dim sums in China.
Do you like
it's not gonna
HSPs?
work.
Not with barbecue sauce.
I get a barbecue sauce and garlic sauce.
Nah, chili and garlic only, cuz. I'm Lebo.
Do you know what?
do you get
For
for
HSP, I just need it put in the oven. They got to put it in the oven. So if it comes in the foil, like the foil thing, hectic. If it comes in that fucking xylophone, whatever the fuck it is, send it away.
Which foil thing, Frankie?
Like, do you know how it comes in that, like, they put in the oven that little foil packet instead
Yeah.
of the fabric one, whatever the fuck it's called.
I
It
get
needs
what
to
you
be
mean.
in the oven, brother.
Yeah.
I need it toasted.
Where you can the best kebabs in Melbourne is?
Cuz, shout out to Miklim Kebabs, Furkan. Brother, Miklim Kebabs. Oh, not Miklim Kebabs.
No.
I fucked up. Miklim Kebabs is on Furkan. Miklim Kebabs is hectic and Kebabs on Bell with my boy Furkan.
Kebabs on Bell.
fucking hectic.
I'll give them. I live in Coburg, bro, so I'm in the area.
What do you need, Davey?
I'm telling you right now, Kebabs on Bell, and Hannah's Kebabs in Coburg. Yeah.
I've never tried. I've seen the line. I buy
Brother,
every time, bro.
Is it Spanish kebabs?
Yeah. I went there last night.
How was
After
it?
How was
opening.
it?
Just packed apparently,
It
man.
was, the line was a kilometre long.
How long do you wait for your kebab?
I didn't have to wait.
I'm the Prince of Melbourne, cuz. I don't cap, brother. Speak how it is, bro.
Yes. We're gonna dig into the nightlife soon.
I was pretty much at the front.
Wow.
I was there 2 hours early. I know his mate, Colombia.
Cuz, get Spaniard on the pod for us, cuz.
Oh, no, I don't know him that well. No, I don't even. I met him for the first time yesterday.
Is he sick, cunt? How is he?
I know his mate, Colombia.
Yeah.
I've talked to him online sometimes. And then I met him first time face to face yesterday.
But he shut down the whole street, man.
Bro, I smoked the joint with his mate. And then his mate's like, yeah, sweet, cuz you're not waiting in line. I'm like,
What a
cuz
sicko.
you're a sick cuz, I'm not waiting in that line.
The line was
Get me a
massive, bro.
kebab. So
Was
you
it
got,
kebab? Did you rate it?
look, to be honest, look, it's nice meat. I really like the meat. Like the actual meat is nice. To try it once, I wouldn't wait in line for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now, boys. Like, don't go wait in line for it.
Nah, it's
But
probably just a hype thing for
It's
now.
a hype thing for now, but it's worth trying.
What
It's
about
actually-
Hannah's?
It's a solid 8.
The line
Wow.
for Hannah's, bro.
Because I like it. I got the spicy, the way he does them, and the spicy sauce he does, I don't know, it's actually nice. I don't know about it. And he does it on a soft Turkish roll, you know what I mean?
What's Hannah's pizza?
Hannah's kebab.
Hannah's-
Is the line worth the wait?
Hannah's has died down a bit now. You can go there. If it picks up after the podcast, tell him to send me a bill.
Amir
No,
Fayad,
bro, Hannah's kebabs is the best. I'll tell you why I like them. They do it normal Lebanese bread, and they put the sarge bread on the top.
Yeah.
The thin sarge
wow.
bread, and then they toast it, and they do the proper shawarma. It's not a kebab, it's a shawarma. The way they do it in
Wow.
Lebanon. You got some jiddo behind there cutting the meat. Because you know it's good when you got a jiddo behind there cutting the meat, yeah?
Cool, guys.
Because proper.
Can I
I
just
thought they
say?
were Turks, bro.
Can I just say? This is a really good pizza.
I'm going
I'm
to try
not
the
a lie.
line.
This is actually one of the best pizzas I've
Bro,
had.
do you know what? A1 Bakery, Sydney Road. You
Yeah.
go in the morning, you get one like now. Living in Chile. Mine's up with Lebanon, brother.
That's a different ballgame.
Brother.
Al-Alami in Coburg. Even better.
No, I've never heard of that.
You know, Samlara reopened?
In Coburg. It's right next to Coburg Coles. Right next, right next to Coburg Nando's.
Yeah,
you know where
I know
Coburg
where
Nando's
Nando's
is?
is, yeah.
That Lebo shop on the corner?
No way, man.
Best. Cuz. And they do the store as well, so it's a grocery as well. I go there 2-3 times a week. I go there for the
That's
food,
hefty.
everything, bro.
You know, we won, Australia won the best pizza. Is it Australia or City or
Wait, who won the best pizza where?
just some shop in Melbourne won best pizza of, I can't remember what it was, Australia?
My
or-
boy Dave. I know Katak won best kebab in Australia.
Really?
Katak's fucking hectic, bro. Have you been Katak, yeah? Katak's fucking proper, bro. Straight out.
Because we used to go there after school, in high school, $5 kebabs, half a kebab.
Bro.
Remember them?
Yeah.
And he still
I
does it
remember
to this
them.
day.
No way. For student kebabs or whatever
That
they're
first
called.
Because
one,
imagine that in the inflation we have to this
Yeah.
day, there's a shop that still goes out there and makes half kebabs
Yeah,
for $5.
straight out.
That's how you know they're for the community.
Yeah,
and they've
100%.
been there for
I don't know.
how
I've
many
seen it on
years?
TikTok, Davey.
But
Don't worry
Katak's an
about it.
institution, brother. It's a full institution now, bro. You know what I mean?
What are you looking for? Best pizza in Australia?
Yeah, there was one. There was one.
I
guy
think it was a shop in
Oh, it is.
Preston.
This is it. Time out. No, it wasn't. Frankie, I was showing you on TikTok. I've got the name of it. But yeah, he won some restaurant in I think it was in the top.
No.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah. In the world.
Self.
No way.
Shop 225. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one coming fifth. Yeah. This is it. This best pizza apparently.
It looks like proper Italian
It does,
pizza,
it
bro.
does, yeah. I've been wanting to go there, to be honest.
Shop 225. Shout out to you. Give me a sponsor.
Hey, boys, is there tissues? I gotta wipe my hands back. I got fucking pizza all over them, bro.
Check over there, Frankos. Look at that. Davey's straight on it, man. Davey's just on a different level. Go downstairs, Frankie.
I love the way you guys do podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's more like you do serious conversations, you have serious, open conversations.
Yeah, bro.
And you have laughs.
Bro, you
open
have to.
everything.
Bro, you have to.
open it up. You have to open conversations.
Bro, hey, check
Bro,
this
the
out.
only way to open the gate for everything
Look at
is
this
through
toilet
a
paper.
smile.
Look at this thing, bro. What the fuck is this, bro?
Astaghfirullah.
Shout out to the man behind the
Yeah,
curtains.
full man behind the curtain. This one.
Yeah, bro. Bro, you gotta.
Did you show the camera that or?
Is that red hot?
Nah,
That's why I said Astaghfirullah al-Azim.
I've never seen
that's crazy.
that's
When I
bad.
started this off, bro, I'm telling you, I wanted it all for education, the youngsters to learn and to enjoy our time, bro. I want to be able to sit down, have a conversation with my friend, and just have a laugh, enjoy it. And this is where it's at.
My phone's gone off, it never goes off.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I never
the
see
guy-
without my phone.
He's the Prince of Melbourne, cuz.
So tell me about this Prince, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm not the prince. This boy calls me that every time he sees me.
Straight. He is like, I've seen
My
him
name's
live.
Amir. Amir means prince in Arabic, yeah?
But it does make
It
sense.
suits him.
It does
It
make
suits
sense.
him.
I know
Amir
everyone-
is Prince.
I know a lot of people in Melbourne. I used to party a lot, club a lot. I've done everything, bro. You know what I mean?
You still into, like, you still going out and partying or just slow down a lot?
Once a blue moon, I'll go out. But nah.
Because the nightlife's not the same here anymore. Like the culture of it has died. When we were younger, and like, bro,
I think we're just getting older, bro. That's all it is.
Because I felt like Melbourne had the best scene in the world back when I was
good like
younger.
that, while
Now I
sitting
feel
like
like the
that, no
scene is.
I think it still does.
It still does.
I think
Volume's good?
In a way, it still does. Because Melbourne, like, it's always going to be one of them cities that attracts big DJs.
Because best Australian DJ
Let's hear it.
That's come out of Australia ever.
that's come out of us ever.
Fisher.
Fisher, huh? I don't know Fisher.
Who's Fisher?
I don't know. We're gonna fucking learn today.
Show us Fisher.
Hey, check out Fisher. Can we?
Everyone says Will Sparks and all this. Like, I'll give him. He's done a lot for the Melbourne scene.
Will Sparks was more billboards, huh?
Just like Fisher. DJ
Like Cloud
Fisher,
9
yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah,
and all that.
brother.
Oh, there we go.
I was never
Is that
really a
him?
Cloud guy, but Cloud was
Amir, is that
hectic.
him?
Yeah, straight jump.
that him?
That's him. That's him. Yeah.
I gotta follow this guy on
So,
SoundCloud,
so
bro.
what kind of music does he do? Is it like
He does
Psy or is it
no,
like
no? It's techno house.
Ah?
And this guy plays a Coachella every year. Everything, bro.
Wow.
He's
I
massive.
liked Timmy Trumpet.
So yeah,
Back in the days, wow.
yeah, they're the old school ones.
Oh, bro, Coachella, huh?
He's probably the biggest that's come out of Australia when it comes to Australia wise. But when he paused to put Melbourne on the map, you got to give Will Sparks credit.
Yeah. Who made Melbourne Sounds? I forgot. Remember that song? Will Sparks.
Will
That was
Sparks,
fucking the
yeah.
jam, bro. Melbourne Sounds.
Yeah,
They're
Will
fucking
Sparks.
around.
Melbourne sounds very
It's not just Will Sparks, yeah. So you got orchestrated.
Orchestrated
Wow.
was a dog.
I'm getting nostalgia,
You
bro.
got, yeah, the old school Adam Pappas and Dean Pappas boys. Them boys finished up this last year.
This guy's big
I think it
DJ,
was
bro.
this year or last year. They had their
This
last
guy's a big
ever
DJ, bro.
concert, orchestrated. That was one of the best events I've ever been to in my life. And it's old school boys. I was 20, like, even though I haven't been out in ages, I went to that event, and that was mad.
Do you know what's
the
the
old
buzz,
school
bro?
Melbourne crew?
Well, you see the boys, cuz he's just like, he's all just there,
That's
bro.
it. I went to that event and I've seen so many people I haven't seen going out in 7-8 years. You know what I mean?
Well, I haven't gone out in ages, bro. Just that one. There was one night recently we were after the boys getting dinner. We're like, fuck it, let's go, you know?
So they're the best nights.
It was the best cars.
The ones you just G up out of nowhere and you go, they're the best.
The whole atmosphere of social has gone down.
People don't talk, bro.
That's the problem.
weird.
Is that's when I wants to party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back in the days, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They're coming out, lights are dark.
Yeah, but you think you look at kids these days and all that stuff, and even teenagers. Who they got mentoring them? Streamers
they
and
don't,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. People barking.
But you know what?
Speed.
People full don't have role models, cuz. Well done.
I don't like that whole thing, bro. I think it's taken us backwards. It's creating trolls and
It's not just that. It's creating a dumb generation.
yeah. You know,
Straight
people
on.
out there trolling and
I feel sorry. Like I don't know how the world's going to run in 100 years. You know.
I don't think we're gonna ever make it to that level, bro. At this
no,
stage.
but you think about your grandkids or something. If you have kids and their kids, you know what I mean. Their time is going to be a scary time.
Very scary
You think
time.
you think our time's going to be a scary time? Trust me.
I think the next 20, 25 years is gonna be a scary time.
Sometimes,
for
bro.
our lifetime,
Yeah.
I reckon that's the same for us.
Sometimes, bro, honestly, I think, bro, if I have kids, this and that, I don't want to live in this country. Honestly, I'm like, maybe if I go
I
overseas
said
to a
the same
country,
thing.
no crime, no this and that, no. Like,
Do you know what country's been tripping me out? Top of the list, Singapore.
Yeah, I've never been.
Safest country in the
Wow.
world.
Yeah,
Bro.
And their currency
Tax,
strong, this and that.
Currency
Safety,
strong.
Yeah.
money,
One
business.
of the best passports you can have.
Yeah, and they all speak English as well in Singapore.
One
Very
of the,
expensive though, they reckon.
But because you got
you
a
have
good
to be a
job
millionaire
there.
to go there.
Yeah,
bro.
you love
It's
a
so
life,
expensive. But what I mean, like it's their currency, their passport is so strong because they know, like their people,
Yeah.
they're not idiots, mate.
Do you know what I
They
love?
don't go abroad and
Yeah, one of
cause a bad name for their
100%.
country. When you got
Singaporeans are very nice people, very educated, very humble
They
as
just
well.
trip-
That's what causes. That's what gives the status of your passport. People
Yeah.
don't understand that. Yeah. The
Where's
the-
our passport?
The status,
Our
the,
passport's up there as
the
well.
status
bro.
of your passport is diplomacy and the way your government is
Yeah.
and all that as well.
Yeah.
But is the way your nation behaves overseas.
Yeah.
Wow.
People don't understand that.
It just caught me off guard, Frankie.
Yeah.
Singapore. When I was looking at top countries, Singapore being there. Where was the other one?
Like, look, I'll give you an example with the passport. Back to what I'm saying. I can rock up to Thailand and be like, fuck it, I'm living here. I don't need to sign nothing. I just got to buy a ticket and fucking go, yeah? If a Thailand person wanted to come here, like a Thai person.
Nah, you need.
Brother, he can't. Nah. He's got to apply to come here before he even buys the ticket. You know what I mean? And then they'll suss him. Does he got a degree? Is he going to try to scam us? Is he going to?
So this is what I was talking about before and earlier about humbling yourself and becoming a human being. at the end of the day, they're humans just like us.
Yeah,
just
straight.
because
Wow.
we're born
Yeah. Yeah.
here. Mate, I got cousins that are born in Lebanon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you see the hardship that they go through. You know what I mean? And you see how easy we got it here.
Yeah, 100%.
And people here still dwell on their life here. Bro, just sit back and say Bismillah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Davey, can you show me the top 5 countries? The safest?
I also found a good use for Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Whiskey.
Dave's rocking it. Oh, fuck, aren't you, Dave? Hey, Dave, is it the blue label there? I think there's blue label. Sorry, cuz.
Yeah,
It's the blue label, isn't it?
who that says is like,
Drink,
what's
cuz.
here?
When it comes to English
Yeah.
people and alcohol,
You just gotta let them. You gotta always make top 5, brother, straight out.
Just top 5 countries,
I'm
Davey.
gonna get rid of this, boys.
Yeah, get rid of it.
No,
I'll put them behind me. That was a good
fucking
pizza.
wash my
That
hands
was a
again,
bloody
bro.
good pizza.
I'll froth the one with the sujuk, bro.
Yeah,
Sujuk
right,
is
done
fucking
well.
hectic.
Top 5 countries. Best countries. I know, just best countries. Yeah, top
Yeah.
5 best countries.
I go to like thing, all, not like videos.
just safest countries.
Yeah, go
or-
safest countries.
Yeah, top 5 safest countries. Let's see. You just caught me off guard. Singapore being the top. Iceland, Austria,
New Zealand.
Wow, Switzerland. Whoa.
But you know what? I'm
New
surprised.
Zealand, because New Zealand's in the arse end of the world.
Yeah,
no,
straight. No one goes there, bro.
who's gonna
Austria. Seven.
Ireland? There, I got to
Wow.
give them my Irish people the biggest
Yeah,
shout out.
straight
man.
out. The Irish people have got a
Because let
very
me tell you
big
something
heart,
about the
bro.
Irish people. The Irish people are exactly like us. They fought off the British.
Dave, are you Irish?
British.
Hey, look, Dad, no
Sorry,
beef,
Dave.
just
Sorry, Dave.
chicken.
Sorry,
But like,
Dave.
straight out. Do you know what? I think Britain has
This is why
gone to
Ireland
war
is.
with every
This is
country
why
in the world,
Ireland
bro.
is such a big supporter of Palestine.
What was that?
Because they fought off colonialism just the same way Israel's doing right now. Colonialism. It's settler colonialism trying to take over a country.
Wow.
And it's exactly what happened with the Irish. Sorry, Dave.
But no, the food, they cut off food supplies to the Irish. They invaded them. They killed them. They took their kids, brainwashed them, this, that.
That's a good pizza.
Look,
That was a
look.
mad pizza.
To be friends with everyone.
Dave, do you know what?
We wanted to travel the world. We were just travelers.
If it wasn't for your country, I wouldn't be born in this country.
Yeah,
so
straight
yeah.
out.
I'll just say
I
thank you
appreciate
for that.
that,
anyway.
Davey.
You're welcome.
So you helped a lot of our people, can I say from the Middle East, have a better life in this country.
Who were the first
but-
people who come in? Turks?
I think the Afghans came first, but
Yeah.
that's like 100 years ago. They
No,
came-
wasn't it
It's a bit like-
Italians?
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no.
Afghans, I think,
It's
built
un-
the train stations. The Chinese came and
Let's
then...
hear it. David,
I
let's
don't
hear
know.
it.
Hey, Dave, suss it out.
That's a good
I
question, actually.
thought it was
What?
Italians
I
that came
think
first.
but
The Italians came with
after
the
World War
British.
II,
The
yeah.
Italians came with the British. The good Italians that weren't, because you think of it like this, yeah. Mussolini fought with Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The mustache guy.
You know what I mean? So the Italians fought on that side of the war. So
First
only the
European-
good Italians were allowed to come here. But I say, you know what I mean?
Dave, try and get like the waves of migration.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Waves
I
of- but
thought-
this is what I was trying to tell you. Israel's dream is what Australia is right now. So how indigenous population is what 1-2%. That's Israel's dream. They want to colonize the whole land, take over all of it, and be their own kind
Who was
state.
it?
The Dutch were the first. Yeah.
Dutch.
Dutch.
Wow.
But do you know what? Look,
1600.
like this is just like the way I think it's going to
Wow.
play out. I think Israel is going to go to war with either Syria, maybe Jordan.
They can't because Syria, Donald Trump
No
now
way.
Yeah,
has
it's kind of thinging around.
but-
But,
shook hands with the with the
Syria
man.
is a rebel state right now.
yeah,
You think Al Ghawani has any
no, he's
control
got no
of that?
power.
He has
He's
no
got
control of that
power.
country.
No.
So
There's
it's
no control of that country.
Dutch
Look, I
and
don't want to get
Spanish.
hectic into the politics, but straight out, he's run by Turkey. That's all I
It's
want to say.
run by
about
Turkey,
it.
bro.
Saudi Arabia as well.
He's
this and that.
run by a militia.
Yeah.
And
fanatics.
Australian population.
I don't
Dave,
know,
yeah.
like thing, but we
Yeah,
have the
there you
same
go.
mindset, man.
Fanatics.
On this, yeah.
And as long as them fanatics turn on the right person in the end. I'm only joking.
To be honest, but I'd love to visit Syria, like the coast of Syria.
I've
Have you
been.
been?
I went when I was a kid.
Where'd
yeah.
you go in Syria?
I've been to Damascus.
Wow.
I've been when I was a kid.
That's hectic. Do you remember much of it? Like the old city,
to
this
be-
stuff?
bro, I remember going to like the theme park there in the middle of
In Damascus?
It had a mini theme park
Fuck.
there, and
Yeah.
I remember seeing a photo of that same theme park bombed
Wow.
during the war,
Wow.
the Syrian war. I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, different lifetime, different world. You know what I mean? It was not 15 years. It was probably, I was probably 10, 11, 10 or 11 when I went there. So 20,
Wow.
what's that, bro? 15 years.
It's just changed. Everything's changed, man.
Because how crazy is that? In 15 years, like 15 years ago, there were cities around that there aren't cities today. Gaza is one of them. It's not a city anymore. It's a pile of rubble. You know what I mean? Damascus, you're saying how much has changed in 15 years, bro?
So,
like that. Millions of people.
But now Donald Trump's pulled the sanctions on.
Yeah. He'll put a tower there, Trump Tower in Damascus.
The only reason he's pulled sanctions off him is probably because they've agreed not to attack.
Yeah.
You know who.
Yeah. It's
Bro,
very
the
interesting.
world of politics, brother.
It's very, very deep.
This is all I can say. I don't know what to say. It's funny.
It's funny. It is funny.
That country's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
And
Well, hopefully peace in the Middle East and peace in the world.
Inshallah, I wish the best for every single Syrian.
You know what I mean?
But they've been through it, bro.
100%.
They've been through it. They've been displaced like everywhere. Syria, they've been displaced. Lebanon was 1/4 of our population was Syrian refugees.
Do you know that's one thing that tripped me out because I go to Turkey
We had a
often.
population of 4 million, 1 million.
I
were
tripped out. I'm
refugees.
like, there's a lot of fucking Syrian refugees here. You know, like it's not like
Same in
thing.
Turkey. Same
but
in Turkey.
in Lebanon, it's like half the population, and then there's Palestinian refugees
And we
there
got
as well.
Palestinians as well.
Bro,
We
that
got
full tripped me out.
everything.
Like at least half.
How much refugees Syria
Lebanon takes in every single refugee
in Turkey?
from all the
They
countries
say
around.
5 million, but it's probably like 10. Probably like
Turkey.
13. Yeah,
But it got to the point in Turkey that they were people got angry at the Syrians. You know what I mean? And there was attacks against them and stuff like that. And you've seen that before. And now that they're liberated, all of them are going back.
Yeah, they're going back now. What else are they going in Lebanon? Are they going back too, or?
Bro,
Lebanon's a bit messed up.
From what you know, like I know.
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah. Because
Let's
even
see
Lebanon,
how it plays out.
There's a few places like, bro,
It's
I'm a
still
history
too early
buff.
in the
I like
government for
to
Lebanon.
see old like buildings. I want to go. There's a few places like Baalbek or Albek
Yeah,
or whatever it's
yeah,
called, where it's like the
Albek,
old
yeah.
cities. Nah,
Gorgeous.
bro, I want to go. Even Beirut, I would go.
Yeah,
I've been to Baalbek. I got photos on my phone. Amir Baalbek.
This is what I mean. We're gonna cast the
Yeah.
TV and let the audience
Boys,
see this as well.
show us
cuz.
some-
So Lebanon's got one of the biggest Roman ruins in
Yeah.
the world.
Wow. Yeah, it
It's
is.
called Baalbek.
Albek is
And
up
it's
there.
still to this day, archaeologists go to there and they say, how
have
did
a
they
look.
move these bricks?
Yeah.
They
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
Bro,
see?
see, I love this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
this is
I
crazy.
got photos there, bro. I got photos
That's
there.
it. So
myself.
wait, what area is this in? Is this Baalbek or?
Yeah,
It's in Baalbek, yeah.
yeah, this is all Malbec, yeah. This is a sexy place, man.
Yeah, bro. Straight
best
out, Lebanon
area.
looks very beautiful, bro. Straight out.
Bro, when I tell you, and look at them big blocks
Oh,
there.
bro.
It's like the pyramids. Them blocks. They have blocks there. That like that they have at the pyramids.
Yeah,
20-ton blocks.
look at that, bro.
How are they going
Hey,
to
Dave,
move
show
them?
me that cave on the right. Yeah, bro. Look
Come
at
on, man.
fucking that. Look, is that Lebanon?
That's the cave. That's the cave. That's the new wonder of the world.
Wow,
call
that is beautiful, cuz.
That's very nice, yeah. Look at that.
The image is a bit thing, but it is what it is.
I've been there as well.
Save Allah. I'd full swimming there naked,
Yeah.
bro. I would full. Can you? Are you allowed to swim in there? Would some Lebo go basha or?
They take you canoeing through the
Oh,
caves.
bro.
You'll probably get shot, Frankie.
Because you know what?
Especially
Swimming naked is hectic, bro.
Lebanon's all fun and games until
Yeah.
until you cut someone off.
Yeah, you're
Nah,
getting freaking-
Look, it's the best. It's so safe. Lebanon's safe as people think it's not safe.
I haven't been there in a long time,
politics
bro.
and the militias and all that, but bro,
I've
they're
been-
there to keep you safe. Trust me.
Do you know what?
They're
There's a
keep-
lot of things I want to ask you off camera about Lebanon, politics wise, but off camera. But after this, we're going to go there, so we're going to have a mad chat. Right? I'm
frothing that chain, but
This-
yeah.
I'm frothing
So-
this. I told them I'm like, everyone, this is beautiful, cuz the way this is made, bro, it's very
It's very
beautiful.
nice, yeah. It's very nice. That's like the
You know what
OG
it
one.
is? That's why I like it. It's got the poppy seed on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just OG. It's the OG, like that's the real OG.
So you're protesting this weekend, bro?
This makes you remember colonialism of this country, the poppy seed.
Oh, that's Aboriginal.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
And
crazy.
the Palestinian.
Wow.
Well done. Oh, they do it all. They have so many.
Yeah.
It's just non-stop. They're just
But it's a revolution. It's a massive
Do you know what
revolution.
reminds me of
It's
this?
a mass, and it's happening. You see what's happening in Africa and West Africa,
No.
Burkina Faso or
Burkina
whatever.
Faso.
Ibrahim Traoré or
what's
whatever.
happening.
brother.
He's kicking the French out.
He
Yeah.
is changing Africa.
Yeah. That guy's, I don't know too much about him, but he looks like
Ibrahim
a staunch, bro.
Traoré. He took over the country 2 years ago. He's nationalized all their gold.
And Burkina Faso's got like some of the most gold in the world.
He's nationalized. He's kicked all the French out. He's built factories. He's built workplaces for his work people. He's built houses, massive uni blocks. He's pulled his country out of poverty in 2 years.
Because I reckon he'll get whacked.
Is that the president?
Yeah. But they've had 18 attempts on his life
tried
in
whacking him.
12 months.
Yeah.
12 months.
In a year, they've tried to kill him 18 times.
Fucking hell, bro.
That's colonialism. That's the French. But that's how scared they are. He started a revolution in the neighboring countries of Mali and Niger as well. That's when the armies kicked out the politicians. They kicked out the politicians and started a coup. And then that's when they kicked out all the French.
But do you know what? Colonialism has literally affected everywhere in the world, bro.
Everywhere.
And that colonial mindset, like it's...
People don't believe this when I say this. Europe is going to be Africa in the next 50 years.
What do you mean by that?
What was that? Yeah.
Well, do you know how Africa we think of Africa right now? Nothing. Poor as. That's how Europe's going to be in 50 years. Because the Africans are waking up.
Do you reckon
All
the new
their
Europe is
resources,
Africa?
all the world's resources are there.
Do you reckon the
And
new
the-
Europe is Africa or it's somewhere else? Like it's going to be
Africa is going to be booming in the next
Yeah.
50 years.
Wow.
Hopefully, bro.
Watch. All it takes is one person to revolutionize a whole, not
That
just
place
a
has been
nation,
behind
not just
for
a
a while.
nation. You've got a whole continent backing this guy now.
Wow.
Ibrahim Traoré, if you search him, bro, I'm telling you right now.
Aye, Dave Shot's
you
proud
have
of
to-
him.
You have to see this guy. He's a 34-year-old.
Aye, he
He's
looks like
running a
staunch.
country, bro. He's 34. He's
Yeah.
staunch.
He looks like a staunch.
His country, he wiped off the national debt in 2 years.
Wow. What's his name?
Ibrahim Traoré.
Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. He's changing Africa. And when I mean the African people are now.
This guy.
Wow.
he's a
Bro, he
staunch.
looks staunch. Bro, this man's wiping people out. Hey,
They've tried to kill him 18 times in a year.
bro, I'll be honest with you. This guy looks staunch.
Yeah.
And if you see speeches of him and the way he speaks, he's so smart. He speaks 3 fluent languages.
Wow.
He speaks his African native tongue. He speaks French and he speaks English fluent.
Wow.
Yeah? Fluent.
That's what I'm saying. It takes one proper leader that's
Brother.
got education
Yeah.
that can change the world.
That's all it is.
Wow.
All it is.
Look at him.
And the way he speaks and the way he's revolutionized.
Bro, is that
Africa-
Putin?
I think that's what? Is he in Russia?
Brother, he's got the backing of Putin now.
Wow.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. He's changing Africa. He's kicked out the French and he's signed deals with Russia. And now Africans know they're waking up. They're waking up to the colonialism and how they're getting robbed from everything from underneath the ground.
Because I want to ask
They're
you a
waking
question.
up.
In 4 years, will there still be a war in Ukraine? And will there still be a war in Gaza? In 4 years, your opinion?
4 years now.
No.
It's coming to an end.
Yeah. I think Trump's going to wrap them up.
Yeah.
Straight
He
out.
has to.
I think he's going to wrap them
Especially
up.
the deals with the Arabs.
Yeah.
They're probably...
Because inshallah, you say inshallah.
Yeah,
We thought the war in Gaza was going to be done in 6 months.
The Palestinians held out,
18
bro.
months later, I'm still protesting.
Yeah.
So you just don't know, man. You don't know how politics works. You don't know how everything works. It's not just politics. Money.
Money, yeah.
The world obviously runs war, creates money. You know, the US weapons manufacturing world economy, mate.
Yeah, it's next level. Bro, the
Next
Americans
level.
own everything, bro. Like, even indirectly, yeah. Like,
it's not just that.
This is probably owned
What's
by
this one,
Coca-Cola
Davey?
or something. And it's all, you know,
What's this?
we got ads.
Trump slams fat shot drug.
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant
Slam goes
businessman.
What's
Seriously
that Ozempic?
overweight.
I've heard it, but I don't know what it is.
And he takes the fat shot drug. And
What
he
does it make
called
you
me
lose
up.
weight?
But it's like
And
an
he
insulin.
said,
you jab it into your stomach, and it
Makes you lose weight.
makes you lose weight quick.
But it's dangerous.
It doesn't make you think about food.
Oh, that's
You
fine.
only eat a bit.
But it's very
It's
dangerous.
dangerous because it takes away all the nutrients in your body. Everything goes.
Yeah,
So what, is he banning it or?
he kind of, yeah.
Well, bro, that sounds fucked up. Let him ban it, bro.
But you drop weight like no.
Because to be honest, I've been trying to lose it, but when you get older, it's fucking hard, bro.
Because
It gets very hard to lose weight, bro.
this is the thing. When you're younger, you used to care about your body and how you look, the
Right.
image. When
Now
you
it's
get
not like that.
brother. You see this gut? I love it, brother. It's like,
Do you train, Amir?
nah.
Yeah, he's on my bus.
I got no time to, bro.
I'd love training, bro.
I do have time, but I'm so lazy, bro. I'll be straight out with
You
you.
know
I'm
what?
so
When was
lazy,
it,
bro.
Monday or something last week? I went to the gym with them and I'm like, bro, what
I'm
is it?
so
I'm like,
lazy.
why would I fucking kill myself to be sore for the rest of the week and make myself uncomfortable?
That's
It
what I
doesn't make
mean, bro.
sense, bro. It doesn't make sense to me, straight
He was
out.
lazy, bro.
Cause I full train like a machine. Ask him, I'm going hard. I'm like, bro, what's the point of this? I'm
Cause if
sore,
I
I'm
was a
tired,
weapon
this
in the
and that.
gym,
Cause, do you know what? I can see you in the gym scene, but
no.
thing, voila.
What's your top, like, would you say, like, club that's in Melbourne, like your favorite, that shines?
I don't know. Nowadays or back then?
Both.
Now. Both, yeah,
Both.
that's good.
Back then, I used to always go to Tramp. That was my
See,
favorite.
everyone
gym.
loves
Yeah,
Tramp.
Tramp was
That
hectic.
was until it closed down. But then, you know what I mean? I never go there anymore.
Dave, you?
Now
Can you hear that sound?
I don't go clubs
Yeah.
anymore.
Can you hear that
I haven't
sound?
gone clubbing in. I go to an event, like if there was a proper event, like a Dangerous Goods event
Yeah.
or something like that. My boys, Dangerous Goods, I love yous.
Do you know what I've been
Fine.
frothing? You go to dinner in the city, you go to Chinatown, there'll be like a bar or something.
gone,
You just
it's
go, kick it for a bit, and then just get out of there. It's not like clubbing,
So yeah,
but it's
that's
just,
the thing. That's why I don't really like the clubbing anymore.
Yeah.
The events is where it's at.
yeah, straight
And
out.
I think
But is there much events
people
anymore?
People
There's
our
some,
age,
yeah.
if they're getting older, they're not young anymore. They don't like to go clubbing.
Yeah.
They stick to the events, and the events are on once every two months.
What about Talumbra?
Nah,
Lumber sunk, I think. I didn't mind the lumber back in
Never
the
been.
days, but
Never went.
I think it's sinking, so they closed it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Never been. Never went.
It was all right.
Even
It was
levels.
not
You know
bad.
levels. You know how every single Arab from the
Yeah,
north, everyone used to go there.
straight
I've never
out.
been there.
Bro,
I'm proud to
the
say
best
that.
two that used to always come up
I've never
was
been.
Tramp and Jungle.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
TFU was
yeah.
all right. back in
TFU
the
was good,
days.
yeah.
TFU was
Dirty
mate.
days.
That was- TFU was probably my favourite until it
back
closed
in the
down.
days, yeah.
And then-
when Fing owned it, I don't want to drop his
Bikers.
name. Yeah, when the bikers owned it, it was
The
fucking
bikers.
lit, brother. You had pool there, this stuff. It's the boys.
bikers.
Is it still around or is it done now?
No, it's
Nah,
done.
TFU's full
TFU's
shut
done.
down.
TFU's
I
done.
think they got done, and they
They
closed
lost
it down.
that venue lost its liquor license for 10 years.
Yeah, I think so.
So even anyone that took over that venue can't get a liquor license for 10 years.
Wow, two floors up. That was an 8.
Yeah.
Floors up, yeah. The
That
stairs
was-
were carnage, bro. I'm telling you,
But
like
they
fucking
got
mad,
raided.
bro.
They got done
Yeah, they
proper,
got done hard. But it was fucking hectic, bro.
Yeah,
It was so
them
hectic.
places, Tramp.
Them days, they were the days,
bro. They were
what,
the
20
days.
20-year-olds
Yeah,
running a mark.
yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
Nah.
Mate, I go out, I'm home by 2 a.m. and
Yeah.
I'm dead the next day. You know what I mean? I used to do how we used to be up 2 days.
Frankie, I just
I
seen
used
your
to
face
go
there.
to-
He looks
I
like
just
me
seen
like
it. He looks so depressed. He's like,
Cause we used to go from like Thursday to Sunday. Straight out.
That's all I
he's like, bro, I'm so tired. I can't do that.
can't do it anymore.
Because you know what? You live your life, you enjoy the
Yeah.
good times, and you take the lessons from everything, bro. And you grow as a person,
Yeah.
bro. That's what it is. You know what I mean? But was it fun? Yeah. Did I make mistakes? Yeah. Do I got regrets?
Bro, you
Nah.
got to keep making mistakes
To learn.
To learn.
100%, bro.
How many mistakes did I make in my life? I can't even tell you.
And look where you
I
are
got
now,
hit by
you
a
know
train.
I don't remember that, bro. When we were young.
Tell me the detail of this.
I got hit by
forgot
a train when I was 13. I nearly died. I was
Hell,
in the
bro,
queue
how
just
did
coming
you-
from-
how'd you even get-
I was-
You were in the
I've been
middle
dumb
smoking
car.
a ciggy or something,
No,
yeah?
I was a dumb car. I was train surfing, running away from ticketing inspectors.
Wow,
This is what I mean. Being a dumb kid, you live and you learn. And it took me. I nearly died, and I was still an akurut after it. You know what I mean? I was still
How old were you then?
I was still an idiot after it. This is what kids don't understand.
bro.
You have to grow up eventually. You have to grow up eventually.
Yeah.
You have to grow up eventually.
How old were you when that
I
happened?
was 13 when it happened.
Cause explain, if you don't mind, I know it's probably a touch, but explain
train
this
surfing,
show.
between the third and fourth carriages of the mole trains, you can't walk through anymore. It's like
Yeah.
the front. So I was on the train. I was on the platform. I jumped onto the middle that bit where you stand,
Yeah.
and there's two poles. You hold onto it.
But we used to have ciggies and shit.
No,
Like one of them ones, or further up.
No. It's like the back.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, on the back.
Yeah,
the back of the train.
yeah.
You know, you can hold onto it.
Yeah.
But in the middle, it's exactly the same. It's three carriages and it connects, and it's a three carriages.
Yeah.
Connect, you know what I mean? That middle bit, I was in that middle bit. When I jumped on from Essendon, I jumped on at Essendon station with my mate. We left Essendon. Obviously, the train driver would have seen it happen, seen us jump
Yeah.
on. He alerted ticket inspectors that were on the train at the time to get us off at Glenbervie, the next station.
Yeah.
We pull up to Glenbervie. We're sitting there for about a minute. I'm like, why haven't we taken off yet? Usually we've taken off, you know what I mean? I look into the platform. There's ticketies running down to get me off the from train set me.
Oh, they were on a power trip back then.
Yeah,
as
They
well.
were
they're
power
forward,
trip hard
they're
back then,
forward,
yeah.
so-
They were running hard, teenagers, straight away. So I shit bricks, I jump onto the tracks, I didn't see a train pulling in going the other way.
Fuck.
So that split second, and that I seen the train, I was facing it to my left. That split second I seen it, I tried to turn around and go back to my right side.
Boom.
It clipped, instead of running me over, it clipped me,
And you bounced.
and I bounced, and I landed in between that metre and a half gap of trains.
God,
Fuck
bro.
hell.
So
my
if that
God.
split in a half second I didn't turn around, I wouldn't be here. I'll tell you that right now.
Bro.
I would be under, or I would have gone a little under the track.
How much damage did you get?
I shattered my vertebrae in my back. T3 to T5 section of my vertebrae. I had a metal rod in there. I had 3 screws. I had to wear a back brace for 3 months every time I got out of bed.
Because
So I
your
had to
recovery
I
is
had
a
to learn-
miracle,
I had to learn
brother.
how to walk again.
Wow.
Everything, bro. I'd skull fractures, broken ankle, a lot.
Fuck
Broke
hell,
every
bro.
single one of my ribs at the same time and a punctured lung.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What
So
an accident,
Imagine breaking all your ribs, breaking your back, shattering your back, punching your lung, breaking your ankle, and you have to try and breathe.
And my boy now is protesting every weekend, helping his community,
That's
bro.
wild,
Wallah.
man.
Yeah,
How long
yeah.
was
You
the
know what I
recovery?
mean?
Total.
Over 2 years.
That's a freaking long time, bro.
I couldn't do no contact sport, no nothing for 2 years. Nothing.
Fuck.
I was, and as a kid, I rode BMX. I was at skate parks every day. Everything. Played,
Bro, that's
played
very
football.
inspiring to come back
I
from
played
something like
football. Played cricket in the off season. I did everything. You know, I
Brother,
very
was there
active.
like a case
And
to
then
like
2 years,
sue or something? Or
2 years flat stick.
did you have any options to like sue or do anything? Or?
No, it's my fault. At the end of the day, it's my
He's
fault.
train fishing.
At the end of the day, it's my fault. It's because it's government property. It's TAC.
Yeah.
So TAC paid for all my hospital
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Obviously, I did get paid out when I got taken down to, but it's nothing.
Did you get in trouble at all?
Nah.
No.
The cops came in and seen me when I was in hospital.
What did they say?
They said, "You're lucky to be alive. We're not going to charge you with nothing."
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And even the trains, even the inspectors came and see me.
That's
Wow.
nice
When I was
of
in
them, straight out.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
nice
these
of them.
train inspectors, they're on a bit of a power trip. I don't
Especially
like them,
back in the
Lately,
days.
Now,
But-
now.
They've always.
Yeah.
Now they're bit here
That's
going.
it,
They give my sister some trouble in the city. It's not good, man. They're on a power trip, man. I don't know what's going
Do you
on.
want
but
water? You're good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's I don't understand, but they're on a power trip. They harass everyone. They harass my sister.
They're
Go
like,
to
they're
uni.
like, they're like the PSOs. PSOs think they're police officers, but they're not fucking police officers.
It's
Because
crazy.
you know what? They
At
forgot
the end of the day, they're trained
just,
guards. They're
yeah.
train station security guards.
I don't
That's
think
what
they
you
got
are.
guns.
No,
They got, I think they
I
got
don't know why they're
tasers,
getting
that's it.
power tripping.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're there as a public servant.
They work for us.
They work for us,
Yeah.
and they're trying to push. They target teenagers, and I see it, bro. Because they used to happen to us when we were kids. You see, as soon as they see courageful teenagers, ticketing straight to
they
that
come
courage,
straight
brother.
And they're fucking standing over
You know, and I see it still to this day when I get
Bro,
on
you
the
used to
train.
go up a fine when you put your foot on the chair. Like,
Yeah.
it's rude. I was a child. Like, it's rude.
Brother, it's
tell me
small
off.
shit. Yeah.
Just tell
What
me
are you,
off.
my dad? Like, you know what I mean? Tell me to take my foot off the chair.
Kids.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. If someone comes, I'll take it off. It's like, you know.
Like, I
Common
understand that.
courtesy,
But
cuz.
I know what you mean.
Common
but,
courtesy.
like-
This is where you've got to become an adult and say, look, cuz, we were actually wrong in the end. We were wrong. You have to put your foot down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But they just had this like power trip. Like,
Yeah.
they were enforcing their powers hard. remember the riots when it was happening during COVID?
Oh, brother,
so
I went to the first one.
I went to every single
Yeah.
COVID protest.
Them police officers. Look,
Did you come with us? Who did I went
No, I
with my
didn't go.
brother and I think 2 other boys.
I
Or
didn't
3
go.
other, Timmy and 2 other boys. Yeah, we went.
I worked as an essential worker at the time,
Yeah.
disability support work, and I still went to protest for the people that weren't working.
Yeah.
Because I knew how bad it was for our economy.
Brother,
Everything.
Daniel Andrews handled it terribly, bro.
Bro, I saw people's.
He won again, didn't he? Now,
Bro,
No,
when I mean kids that are underdeveloped because of the
Yeah.
2 years that they lost in
Yeah.
from childhood, from kindergarten, and
It's very sad, bro.
bro, I got a little cousin, and I swear he needs extra training in school.
Yeah.
Let's say that because of COVID,
wow.
because of the 2 years off. But when you don't have school for 2 years, what do you?
Especially at that age, where you're
Especially at
developing,
that
you're
age.
meeting people, your fingers.
your brain is developing the most as you're a child.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
know what I mean,
It's true. Especially at that time, my sisters weren't going to school.
bro?
They were struggling bad.
Not
bro.
just that, adults. You've seen mental health deteriorate in adults for 2 years. My mates go suicidal of 2, bro. They're going crazy.
And are you ready? I'm going to blow your mind away. Everything was closed except for liquor shops.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Straight out.
What does it
Liquor
tell
shop.
you, bro? Not just
Drink,
that. No.
drink, drink.
Not just that. Yeah. big food chains.
Yeah, they're
So-
all open too, bro.
So only ones that were open, Macca's, KFC, Hungry Jack's, and liquor stores.
And all small businesses down.
How is that? How is that essential? How is that healthy eating? How is it?
Terrible, bro. Bro, that was the biggest.
For 2 years?
Bro, that ruined us. That time, bro, I'm telling you now, it planted a permanent mental effect on everyone.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Bro, don't get me wrong. The
Guaranteed.
first 6 months was all right. Stay home, play games with the
Yeah.
boys, this, that. Because after
that,
it's
I
too much.
became
And
the
honestly,
wildest.
it took me like a year to get out of that fucking social anxiety, bro. You know what I
I
mean?
never had that 3 months. I was
Yeah.
playing with the boys on PlayStation after I got home from work.
Bro, look, it was
Straight up.
But
They were there the whole day. They were like
took
waiting
a
for me
bit
to get on.
recover. It took a bit to recover after. Like,
became a wildebeest from him, Bubba.
Because this guy didn't get a haircut all COVID. All COVID, didn't get a haircut, didn't get
bad,
a beard.
like
Bro, I got
this.
photos, I show you after.
that?
Yeah,
It was bad. It was bad. I had to
be.
be extra cautious because of my brother.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, mental health deteriorated for 2 years, not just in kids, in adults,
Yeah.
and you see the effects that are knocking on 5 years later now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Still. Yeah. It definitely has made us antisocial. No question.
Look at birth rates, bro. Birth rates are full down. People aren't having kids anymore, bro. Because, bro, how many single people are there? Bro, 50 years ago, brother, you'd be married 20, 21. I get times change. Women have got responsibilities to do this and that. Because how many people do we know that are single that are 30 years old? You
I
know
hope they
what
win.
mean?
I hope you guys
Oh,
lose,
you're
bro.
It's a close game, bro. What is that, second quarter?
Half time.
I hope you lose, bro. Straight up. And I hope Essendon wins.
Who's Essendon versus him, bro?
We're not playing today. They're not playing today.
Tomorrow. They're not playing, huh? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're going to win, brother. We're going to take over. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
he messaged me, memes. I seen it now.
Cuz,
He called
cuz.
me. I'm locked outside.
Yeah, you haven't won a final in what? How long?
Yeah, like 1999, I think, or 2000, 2001. It's been
We're
ages.
trying, but we're trying, brother. We're trying, huh?
Because what was the last time? When was the last time
I
they
think
won a final?
2001. I think.
No,
or 2000.
2007 or something. What was the last
Nah,
time
nah.
Essendon won a final? Like 5,000 days. Or
Hey,
something.
can you check, Dave? Is he still? Yeah. Can you check what last premiership Essendon had?
No, the last time. I know that. I know it was the last 2000. What time? What day? When was the last year they won a final game?
Oh,
Like, in a finals
no,
game.
we haven't won finals in ages.
You haven't been in the finals in what, 13
Oh,
years?
We forget Davey. He's
Yeah,
a full,
he's the footy guy.
He's a footy
For
guy.
us, just to get into the top 8 and play the final game is hectic. But that's what I love about Essendon. You never know which way the game's going to go.
2004.
That's fucked, bro.
That's pretty bad. Lost by
Cuz,
55
let me tell you something.
points.
Wow.
Since the last time you guys won a final game, not even a grand final, a final game, you've had what? Hawthorn win 3 flags.
Yeah.
Collingwood win 2.
Essendon, pull your fucking socks up, man. I'm sick and tired of this,
Yeah,
bro. What is this, bro?
I'm not going to sponsor you anymore.
You've had
7,300
you've had Geelong win one
days.
after 74 years. You've had Sydney
Fuck.
win one after 54 years.
That's bad.
Do you know what? But when we were younger, Geelong fucking dominated, bro.
Yeah,
Geelong
Geelong
was
was
the
the-
team, bro, when we were
Nah,
younger.
that 2007 Geelong team.
Ablett, this and that.
Ablett,
brother.
Chapman, that's
Who's the
peak.
goat?
Cameron, this and that. as
In
well.
footy.
Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah,
Who's the
yeah,
goat?
straight. Gary Ablett. Straight
Dave,
out.
who's the GOAT in your opinion in footy?
Gary Ablett Jr.
Maybe even Chris Judd, I'd put him up there. If he didn't go to Carlton and he won more flags, I would have thinked him, bro. But
He
Gary
did
Ablett,
better.
bro.
He won what? Same everything at Carlton.
Yeah,
except
that
the
he did in
flag.
West Coast, yeah.
He won a Brownlow at Carlton. Same
Because
thing.
you know what, that West Coast team was all right. There was fucking Ben Cousins.
Yeah,
this,
but they're
that,
all
They're
the gear.
on the
That
drugs,
doesn't count.
That was a good
Yeah,
crew,
that was a
bro.
good
Yeah,
team.
because everyone's gonna run fast when you're freaking
Yeah, straight out.
when you're smoking ice the whole time.
I think that's why Chris Judd sacked him. He's like, fuck these puffheads, bro.
That's why Chris Judd left, I reckon.
Yeah, I
Because they had a
reckon
big
too.
drug culture in the club.
Yeah, because bro, Ben
have a
Cousins
look.
is still going hard,
Do they?
bro. He's gone.
No, he's clean. He's
Is
clean,
he
eh?
clean now?
He's clean, eh?
Frankie,
Yeah.
well, good
He's
on
the
him,
top.
bro.
He works in
Straight
media
out.
now. Ben Cousins, he works for Channel
Does
7 now.
he?
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be bars.
He's been clean for ages. They
Good on
got
him,
him
man.
working.
Yeah,
in
good on
Because
him.
I know he went to jail a couple
This
times.
is a
Buddy
top-
Franklin, where Goodsy.
But what did I tell you, bro?
Do you know what? Goodsy
Gary
is probably
Ablett
the best
Jr. has
Aboriginal
to be
player.
number one. I don't care, but I'm a Carlton supporter. And I'll tell you, he's never played for my club. I'm not biased. The best I've seen with my own eyes,
He's a machine.
it was Gary Ablett Jr. I wasn't like James Heard.
James Heard was all right.
So I wasn't alive. Well, Franklin has to be in the conversation.
Hey, do you know what? Adam Good's best Aboriginal
Franklin
player.
has to be in the conversation, but I wasn't alive for the old school like Wayne Carey.
Yeah, no, them
Well,
like-
Even Dusty was good.
Dusty
bro.
was good.
Dusty can be in the conversation because of what he did with Richmond
Yeah,
over
he
the
can.
4 years.
That Richmond team was good.
But
Batcher, this,
At the end of the day, nothing compares to the success you have as a whole.
Outside, yeah. Look, number one.
That's his dad.
Senior was number one.
Even, do you know who I rated? What was his name? They took the brother off
I rate
him.
his son better.
Yeah, I rate his son better.
But these guys were playing when half of them were plumbers, half of them were electricians. You know what I mean?
Wow.
AFL players had a second job. You had a job during the week.
Yeah,
obviously they're going to kick 10 goals against a plumber.
Yeah.
When you're versing full proper athletes now,
It's a different level.
different level.
I think in the 2000s, that's when the AFL started to blow up and the whole working 2 jobs thing, that all started cutting out this and that. And then it became
There is.
90s,
Dusty
I
they
think,
put in there.
Number 7.
Yeah.
That's not bad, bro.
Dusty is in the convo, but I'd still put Franklin higher than him. Where's Franklin?
Premiership winner, awarded Brownlow. Wow.
Is Les Franklin Aboriginal as well? Or is he, He's Indigenous,
He's 9. So to be honest, I rank Franklin higher than
Franklin's
Dusty.
definitely the best forward I've ever seen. Straight out.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, straight out.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, we will never see a forward line player like
No,
Buddy Franklin
no
in
chance,
our
bro.
lifetime. In our lifetime. I'm telling you right now, in our lifetime, we will not see someone kick 1,000 goals in this game.
You know what's sad?
Do you know how athletic you have to be?
Do you know who I love? I love
Do you know how
Fef.
physical this game is getting?
Yeah.
To kick
straight out.
1,000 goals,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it will never happen again.
You know
bro.
what's disappointing? There were so many good footy players from our community
Yeah.
that never made
They
it.
never made it.
Because they rocked up to the shisha joints, got on the Mrs. Buzz, and
Hey, do you know what? Lebo's are good at footy, bro. Straight out. Lebo's
bro,
are
we
very
had
good
some
at footy.
really good footy players, bro.
Essendon's
who
got one
opened the
now
door
from
for
the
him?
area.
Who?
Who opened the door for him? Basha Hooley.
Basha Hooley, yeah.
The Basha Hooley Foundation, what he's doing now with
Yeah, it's incredible.
mate, amazing work.
I'd love to get him on the podcast,
Yeah.
bro. Basha Hooley, do you know what? He's a role model, brother.
He is one
He's
of
a
the
gun.
people that you boys should look up to.
Yeah.
The charity work he does,
Fantastic.
the youth work he does, footy work, everything.
Local guy too,
He's
bro.
giving
Preston.
Muslim boys an extra opportunity.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's doing good.
Especially in our area where they're so disadvantaged. As I was telling you,
We are disadvantaged, bro. I believe
our
so.
area, youth in unemployment, national average 8.7. You can search this up. Unemployment youth in our area in Hume is 17.8.
Shit.
Wow.
So it's double the national average.
Yeah,
pretty much.
for Caldwell, the whole area
Yeah.
is like nearly 40%.
Fuck, you full know what the electorate's called and shit, huh? Caldwell. This.
Guys,
Yeah,
yeah,
those
Bro,
cars,
I'm telling
wallah.
you.
Yeah.
It's both.
bloody
It's
hell.
ridiculous.
If someone
That's
wanted
how
to get into
disadvantaged our
activism,
youth are in the northern suburbs. People don't understand. And it's probably the same in Melton and in the southeast.
Yeah.
But where are the resources going, mate? They're going into building a tunnel, building a Westgate or something, Westgate tunnel and stuff like that. Put money where they really need to as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying not build infrastructure, but support local communities at the same time.
Yeah, the youth need more. There's no
Yeah,
doubt of that.
100%.
Local
Fix the homeless.
local communities need to support first before they come because that it's a knock-on effect.
yeah.
I was speaking to Ray about this, about
Bro, what is that, bro? Let me fuck around with this, bro. This looks hectic.
we're
What is
talking
this?
about
For the
homeless. The homeless.
Yeah.
Easy way to fix the homeless. Build like an area and put facilities in there. Painting, mechanics,
Yeah.
give them beds, let them live there, let them become creative, bro. Start building,
do you know
start
what,
constructing stuff.
That's a very good.
Yeah.
I just fucking thinking
Just
about
leave him in there.
Do you know what? Controversial opinion, but I think with housing commission, because bro, housing commission is a cycle of oppression, bro.
It is.
It's the people
It is.
they live there for generations and they're stuck there. I think that the government should turn around and be like, look, we're going to give you a housing commission. You're not going to pay anything, but you've got 5 years, 5 years to 10 years to establish yourself and then you got to get out. Because housing commission is inheritable, bro. If your parents have got it, you're in that house. That
Yeah.
becomes yours.
Yeah,
it
it
becomes
keeps
your
going.
kids.
The house that I'm in
Yeah.
right now is a family house. Mum's grandparents live there.
Wow.
Housing commission
It's just
generation.
Yeah.
it's
Same
just
thing.
disappointing, bro. I'll be honest with you, and it's disappointing where the youth is headed, where our communities are headed. We're just stuck, and we need to kind of get out of this bubble, bro, and kind of expand. And I feel like to get out of that path and that dark place we're in is education.
100%.
Straight up.
100%.
This is why, bro. I hope to the listeners out there, they're learning something, observing, having a good time. We're all in this together.
Kids these days just need to get rid of this sick cunt mentality.
Yeah, straight the
Nah,
fuck
it's gotta
out.
go.
bro.
It's
It's got to go.
out.
You've got to
Gotta
throw
go.
it in the bin.
Bro,
You got to throw it in the bin because it's going to get you nowhere in life.
100%.
It's
Train
literally
hard.
going to get you nowhere in life.
Yeah,
You think
bro.
your mates are going to care about you when you're locked up?
nah.
You think your mates are going to do anything about you? Bro, trust me
nah.
when I say this.
Nah.
The boys, you're gonna do nothing with your life.
No,
The only people who should care about you is your parents and your siblings.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, who do you got, bro?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when shit hits the fan, who do you got?
Yeah. Family. Yeah. Goes down back to
And bro,
family.
do you know what? The young kids now prioritize their boys, this and that, over their family, bro. You know, their parents
That's
tell them,
so-
"No, don't
that's
go
wrong,
out,
man.
do this, do that." They don't listen. They just want to go out. That's fucked, bro. Like, cause there's no respect for families
So
anymore.
that's the thing, babe. It takes kids. I don't know. Is it gonna have to take one of them to lose a parent or something for them to wake up?
But you know
what I
what's
mean?
crazy about that though, bro? Some people are going through that, but they're still not changing, bro. It's still not.
Bro,
It
that's
affects
the-
them for 2 months or for a week, and then they're back to reality.
How isn't that a wake up call for some people? That's what I mean.
We're too preoccupied. We have too much distractions. That's the problem, bro. Too much distractions. If we're going to uni, we're too distracted. Laptop, phones, internet, YouTube, we're too distracted. There wasn't this distraction back in the days. Agree, Frankie?
Because this is
Back in the
something
day-
that the system around you can't change. You have to change
Yeah.
yourself. So the system reflects you.
Guaranteed.
You know what I mean? You change yourself, the system around you will change, bro. That's the
agree.
big thing.
That's why everyone tells you are who your friends are.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck out.
Yeah.
Straight out.
Same
Wow.
thing or not. You are who your friends are. If your friends are gonna be shit kickers, you're gonna be a shit kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
People
what I
don't
say,
understand
bro.
that. Like,
Train hard, stay fit,
I gotta
eat
get
clean.
into the gym. I gotta get
Cuz
into
kick back. No, the gym. I want to go.
well groomed. Look after yourself. This is stuff that I've actually learned myself, bro. Dress well. Don't dress like a loser or a bum. And be presentable. Talk. Read a lot.
Bro, I got dress well is another one.
Dress well's a big one, bro.
I
working on
got 23 pairs of TNs. I don't even wear them anymore. I haven't put them on in years.
Wow.
They sit on my wall.
What's your dress code now? Is it
Bro, I'm
Does it change?
formal.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
formal. I'm
Formal's the best.
formal.
Yeah, straight out.
Formal's the
Same.
best.
I like
Brother, you have to be serious. You never know who
Yeah.
you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
You never know who you're gonna meet.
You know
you
what's
could be
crazy?
at work. You can meet your future boss.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know who you're gonna
straight
meet.
out. Trackies, I never wear trackies out
Yeah,
anymore.
nah.
Trackies,
I don't
very,
wear-
rarely I wear them out,
stopped
bro.
it all.
I don't wear trackies at work anymore. I've tried to.
at all,
I've tried
yeah.
not to.
But you dress nice, bro. You dress very nice.
No,
I
I
like
just
your
try
style,
to. You got to be formal, semi-formal at
Bro,
least.
I go to Coles, I dress nice.
No, I'm not like that.
I just
He's not like that. Because, well, I wear
You know
jeans
why?
everywhere
I
now.
still gotta do
Jeans
milk
or
bar.
cargos or something.
You know why?
I try not to do trackies.
Because even at Coles, there was sometimes I've seen certain people, and I just want to be always presentable.
Guys,
at
this
all
guy at
times.
Coles is the best, cuz. I'll tell you stuff off camera. He loves to go to Coles.
Coles is my place to
Do you know what? I seen on TikTok, there's this guy. He's Aussie guy. He's on the drugs, and he's been kicking out Roxy Coles. People have been interviewing him, putting him on TikTok.
So that's wrong.
Yeah.
I find that so.
They're making fun of him.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know there was this guy there, bro.
Yeah, I
Let
know
me
who it
tell you
is.
something. When someone's trying to get clout or fame out of someone's misery
It's a
or
bit
hard
fucked up,
doing,
bro.
nah, bro,
That's a bit fucked up.
That's wrong.
proves how much of a weak person you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
All over my TikTok. I'm like, bro, what the fuck
Brother,
is
you'll
this,
get
bro?
more
Straight
views.
out.
You get more views giving that guy life advice,
100%,
or
bro. Shouting him lunch or
shouting
something.
him lunch,
Yeah, straight the
or
fuck out,
filming
bro.
you having a meal with him, than you dipping
I'll
him.
tell you something
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Yeah.
Because
I'll see if I
people,
can find
this is where it comes back
I'll
to
tell you something crazy,
humanity
bro.
is key.
I stopped probably about 3 years ago now, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when I completely disconnected and stopped the judging completely, bro. And I realized that I can be put in that spot very quickly.
Yeah, look, John
You can.
Roxy car park.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
this. Hey,
fine.
Dave, is there a way we can chuck this on the TV?
No, it won't be.
See,
No.
look, I don't know if you can see. It's
all good, Dave,
look,
it's all good.
The guy doesn't want it, bro. They're harassing him, bro.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking veteran, isn't he?
He's on the drugs, you know what I mean? But
Bro,
then,
he doesn't even got he's disabled. Look at him.
Yeah.
you know what
He
I
hasn't
mean?
got his fingers.
Because they're just making fun of him, bro.
No, I don't like seeing that shit. I
Yeah,
don't like seeing that
it's
shit.
not nice
I don't
seeing
wanna-
it.
I don't wanna
That's
see
not
that
nice.
I
shit.
actually
bro.
seen
It's
him.
not
I
nice.
seen him
That's
2 weeks
low.
ago.
Whoever posts them type of videos,
They're fucking
make sure
dogs,
you're,
bro.
you're the
Straight
lowest
up.
cunts.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure you know
yeah.
that.
Taking advantage
I seen him
of
2 weeks
people,
ago.
bro.
He came next to my car. He was just walking past. I was like, "You all right?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "How's your day?" And he kind of dripped out. He's like, "He didn't expect me to ask him that question." I was like, "You hungry?" And he's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind the feed." Went and bought him a sandwich from the side in Roxy. Yeah. Here's some drinks.
Because you know what's the
See, that's the
reality?
thing.
How much people are mean to him, bro?
Say the
You know what I
difference.
mean?
The difference in communication.
Yeah,
and
bro.
what you said to him. How's your day?
Yeah.
He spun out
Yeah.
and he said,
No one.
"Because that's how much shit he would cop."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a difference in people,
It's pretty wild, man.
mate. People need to grow up. People need to have a heart, bro. Have a heart.
What's an advice you got for the listeners?
Your
To
audience.
the world,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, international, brother. You're representing Melbourne, the Prince here, cuz. You know what I mean?
What's an advice you have? A personal advice for everyone out there, bro.
Look, my personal advice for you is get close to your din.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get close to your din because everything comes closer.
Yeah.
And
And for listeners out there, religion. Just talking
means
about religion.
Din means religion in Arabic.
Yeah.
Any religion, doesn't matter what religion, we're all God's children.
Yeah.
And people, trust me, when people really get close to their God, they find their center purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it humbles them a lot more. How much people in this area would be more humble if they read the Quran more?
Yeah.
Straight out, bro.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished reading it, and I'm full proper reading it.
Yeah.
Do you, if you don't mind me asking, it's a bit of a personal question. Do you read it in Arabic or because you're
No,
obviously
English.
in English? Yeah.
I can't read Arabic.
Yeah.
No. I read in English.
I've read in English as well. Arabic, I got Arabic, bro. But
What
English,
about
I've read it, and I gotta tell you, like you said, bro, it's very humbling, bro.
Very
Like
humbling.
it like quashes your ego. Just to read anything that's God's words, you know,
anything that's slightly God's book.
yeah.
Whatever book you think,
Whatever book
you
for
think
your
it is,
heart, you know, whatever everyone else, you know what I mean?
you know the true meaning of the book,
Yeah.
and you can take whatever passage you want from that book and you can implement it into your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what religion you're from. Get closer to your God. Everything comes to a purpose. We're only on this earth once. You gotta live life once. I'm not saying don't have fun, don't go out partying, don't do nothing.
Be the best version of yourself.
Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. The only person you want to be. When you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a good person. And I've done good today. At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
And you have done good today.
Do you know when you
You've
say-
shared wisdom. He shared
when you
wisdom.
do-
I've shared wisdom.
Then when you do, like that's the type of people need to start having this mentality. At the end of the day, you know, when you have a shower and you go home, you look yourself in the mirror and say, Alhamdulillah, I did good today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Creating,
What a rewarding way
Bro.
to use your time, bro. You know what I mean?
just being grateful for yourself and
Brother.
creating a new version.
In a way, it's
Be
charity,
grateful
bro.
that you're
It's full charity.
be grateful you're walking.
Straight out.
Be grateful you're breathing.
Yeah.
Be grateful you're eating. Be grateful about everyone that's around you.
Yeah, straight out.
So your surroundings, your
food,
family, your food,
Being here,
environment.
being here, yeah, everything. Amir, it's an absolute honor to have you.
Just a guy, I love you,
I
brother.
think we
Love
got to
that, guys.
definitely get you on regulars.
Yeah, straight out.
Anytime, bros.
I
really enjoyed
whenever
this,
you want.
man.
Whenever you want.
Straight
I'm
up.
down
This
for it.
was
Yeah,
Hey, if you got any activists coming on, anyone else,
I'll get you on.
we
Get me
definitely
on,
got to
bro.
hook up with
I'm
him, bro. Straight
That's it.
out.
any political conversations, get me on. I'm down
we haven't got into the political yet, but I think maybe in the future.
for it. You don't want to get striked on.
Wallah, it was a pleasure. You've got a lot
it's
of
an
wisdom.
absolute
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Hopefully the audience can take you some of the knowledge you've
appreciate
offered
it so
them
much, boys.
and you know, make a change in the world.
All
Good
love.
on you,
Yeah,
bro.
Plaza, we are welcome. That was
Thank you,
hefty,
bro. That was fucking it. Hey, it started rocking and then it's just fucking.
Bro, the pizzas came, and then I started learning about freaking how much oil we have.
You know